What's going on, friends and fam? It's another unbelievable night that we're about to spend together. It's day 1037 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show, and we're gonna get into it. So make sure you subscribe, you hit all those notifications, and I'll see you in a minute.
Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
Oh, we're in slow-mo. How about that? It's Tuesday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1037 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show, and we're gonna get into it, just like we do every single night, fam. So I hope you're ready, because I don't know what the heck we're gonna do yet, but Zabrowski's here. I think he's the one who set the camera back. I'm gonna set it slow down mission, so Mark has a problem on the start at the beginning of the show. Excuse me, Zabrowski. You getting ready for your woo-woo? You slow me down? My intro? No, Joanne, I don't want to hear from you right now. She said you got to try to tune him out, Mark. Excuse me. I got a lot of practice at tuning out with your friggin' filing and the stupid wheezing. Right? George Soros' voice back there? Friggin' quadruple heart situation. When you got one that big, you know, people walk by and stare. They're taking pictures, making TikToks. They're like doing a TikTok over the shoulder. Joanne, I'm sorry. You're like friggin' FYPing right now on TikTok. Yeah, For You page. It's everywhere. Everybody's like, did you see the gigantic heart situation? Oh, you mean the myocarditis? No, that was like last year. Myocar? No. We're well beyond myocar. We went into gigantocarditis. On to well beyond gigantocarditis, went to humongocarditis. You know, when we got to Jurassicarditis, that's when you're like, you know, T-Rex style. That was when it got scary. Yeah. We started calling doctors around then. We're like, you know, I don't think this is getting better. Yeah, Joanne, I don't think it's getting better. We were like, maybe if you just keep resting. You know, you sit back there and file. Just keep filing. The Zabrowski file. You do that. You're good, right? No, just kept ballooning. We started calling specialists, you know, we're like, hey, cardiac specialist, what do we do with this? They're like, we've never seen it. We're just called it a journal. This is going to be page 73 through 77. You need that much just for the photos. And then from 78 to 92 was the description. You know, went from humongo to Affleck carditis is where they kind of left it. They're like, look, once she reached Affleck carditis, there is no other classification beyond. That's it. It's the biggest thing we know of to date. It's an Affleck head. You know, it's a sad thing when Affleck's fooling everybody. Walking around, you know, creating earthquakes left and right. Affleck resonance situation. Oh, man. Oh, Chile had a 9.2. They did? Was Affleck in town shooting a film? What are we doing? Oh, there's one in Australia. He's down under? Watch out, the poles could shift with an Affleck when he switches hemispheres. There is a pole shift situation that could go on. Zabrosk, you're up, buddy. We need a woohoo. What are you doing? You're delaying? Woohoo! On point. He didn't delay, guys. He was there with it. He hit it right on in time. You know what I mean? Like, I was worried that he forgot. He was drinking his woohoo or his yoo-hoo or something. He's like, oh yeah, woohoo! No, he was on it, ready to go. That's what a Grammy winner will do for you. I didn't call in some, amateur schlub woohoo guy. I didn't go out and do like hey, look, I'm looking for the cheapest possible woohoo guy I could find. Could have gone with Joanne. Thank you, George Soros voice. We don't want to hear George Soros voice back there. And I got his Zabrowski's beautiful, that thing, he's got going on. Grammy. When he's getting Grammys and Joanne's getting freaking, calls from doctors and different, organizations that want to give money to the family, see if they'll donate the heart. So that later on they could do research, say, how the frig did this happen? Yeah. It's a shame, Joanne, that, we can't find a cure. It's kind of like the Civid. Like, it's a shame. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep dumping the same first series thing in there and just be like, maybe the 4th time's the charm. Maybe the 9th time's the charm. Dropping dead left and right. Over there, humongo carditis situations left and right. She was the first, okay? But now we're going into, all over the world. You're getting different calls. Hello? Yep. Hello? Yes, this is Dr. Friedman. Oh, hi. Hi, Dolores. How are you? Oh, no, I'm fine. Yeah, just enjoying my day off here. A hard week, taking care of all those patients, giving them the quadruple bugaboos. Everybody's good now, though. No one's getting it anymore. I'm sorry? You 3 times the size of normal? Now, that's not right, Dolores. Why don't you come on down and we'll give that the old X-ray and check it out. Make sure that, maybe you're just, thinking your chest is expanding as you speak. Yeah. No, that doesn't sound good. They said that it was safe and effective. I think I'm going to trust that. I don't believe you. I'm not going to report this. This is not what I would say has any connection to what you did, the quadruple bugaboo. No, nothing to do with that. You were just a, random 32-year-old that this happens to a lot of them, like where all of a sudden the heart expands the size of, a small, basketball. You're talking about one of the mini basketballs when you're playing in the women's league. It's a little smaller than the real ball. That's what you get going on. That's not good. We're going to have to look into that one. Hold on a second. Let me just do a quick Google search. Oh, my goodness. Wait, Dolores, hold on one second. This is something I'm seeing for the first time here. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to put this down. Oh, give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right back. Dolores, there seems to be a thing called Affleck carditis. I've never seen anything like this before, Dolores. I'm going to have to call a couple of my fellow doctors, cardiac specialists, because that's what I am. And I got to ask them, like, what am I looking at here? Is this alien? Is this Look, I don't want to sound like I'm not experienced. I've been working on hearts for 74 years. I'm 87. I'm 92. I've been doing it forever. Okay? I just happened to figure out how to turn back the genes. You know, I did that with the mRNA situation where I was able to be a 92-year-old that looks like he's in his 40s. You know, that's what we do is when we're, you know, that genius, that level of genius is when we're able to turn back the clocks. And that's what I did there, okay? But you have to understand, you work with hearts, 70 years plus years, you're doing it, right? And then all of a sudden you freaking see that thing? That ain't right. That is not right, Dolores. Look, I'm sorry that you took a quadruple bugaboo. No, I didn't know. I never saw this freaking thing before. Yeah, look, don't blame Dr. Friedman. I'm just following the CDC regulations, guidelines. You know, they're saying that there's only one thing to do. It's called a bugaboo. And if you don't do it, then you're going to lose your job. Yeah, unfortunately. No, yeah, you could die. You can get a Bell's palsy situation. You can get a lot of things. A lot of things are happening. But they're not being reported. Like I said, I'm not reporting your thing with the basketball-sized heart situation. It's not this bad, I'll tell you that. You should get off the phone with me feeling at least good knowing that your heart, we'll call yours giant carditis. I think I saw that here on the list where that was one of the steps. I think you're about a giant carditis right now. And if you were further along, I'd be like, let's go get help. But I think yours is fine. You'll probably be better by tomorrow. Just give me a call and we'll, you know, just let me know if it's feeling any better. It's expanding still right now. What? Are you kidding me? It's like you have like one of those big beach balls in your chest now. Listen, Dolores, get yourself to the ER. It sounds like you have a humongo carditis situation. That's what I'm reading here on the screen. Yeah, it's not good. No, you're one step away from Affleck carditis. That's the last classification, Dolores. You gotta get going right now. All right, listen. Just don't tell them you got the quadruple bugaboo from me. Say you went to CVS. You went in there. You were like, hey, I gotta get a quadruple bugaboo now. I'm in line for my 9th booster, and you're there. Right? And then it was all at CVS or Walgreens or friggin' Rite Aid, whatever, but it wasn't Dr. Friedman. In fact, I didn't call you. You didn't call me. We didn't talk. I didn't tell you that you were good. And you didn't tell me you had a humongo situation. Okay? You're going to learn about it when you go. Just be like, I don't feel good. Don't even call to attention the fact that your chest is now the size of a freaking, beach ball. Just don't even say it. Just be like, I don't feel good. And let them notice. Be like, geez, you don't look right, lady. There's something coming out of your chest. Like, are we have an alien situation coming out? Sigourney Weaver? What are we doing here? You say no. You say you had a quadruple bugaboo. You went over to Rite Aid situation, and they were there. They're like, they're just jabbing you with it. Tell them you got like 9 when you were there. You didn't know. Like, they didn't know. They were just like, we gotta get rid of the supply. We gotta find some cadaver bodies. And I just meant bodies. They say that up front sometimes. They don't, they tell you. They have to tell you. Remember, the elites, the people that are meant to take you down, they need to tell you they're going to do it, And sometimes you'll go in there and you'll be like, I'm here for my bugaboo. This is what happened with, our literal first case of Affleck carditis. She, was just like, if she didn't have the last name Soros, she may have been fine, but they were like red carpeting it for her. Like she comes walking, I'm here for my bugaboo. They're like, ooh, geez, that voice, you may need something else. Like, what's going on there? And she goes, I'm Joanne Soros. They were like, holy freaking cow. How's your dad doing? Look, we don't want to start any problems. We know your dad can do a lot. He eats things. We watch Star Wars, Jabba the friggin' Hutt. We know the typecast situation they had there. They saved a lot of money not having to hire a frigging costume designer. They didn't have to hire a makeup artist. They're just like, we got Soros. The whole frigging cast was celebrating for 3 days. They went out partying. They went to the bars. They're like, look, we just saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on the Soros makeup. We don't need it. We just lay him down sideways to eat the frigging grapes from Princess Leia. It's going to be a wrap. And you know what? You know what, Dolores? It was a wrap. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot about your freaking heart. Yeah, no, you got to get that going. Get over to the ER. Let them know. Look, I'm dealing with it. What? Are you kidding me? Now you're dealing with like one of those wheels that they had on the old friggin' carts in like the, the olden days. Oh, I'm going across the friggin' Mississippi with a wagon and a friggin' horse pulling it. Your chest feels like a wheel, the back wheel on those barn friggin' trucks. Holy cow, Dolores. Get yourself. Oh my goodness, I didn't think about you can't fit in the car now with that friggin' chest. Holy cow. Yeah, call the ambulance. It's a good idea. Tell them they need to bring the friggin' fire truck. You're going to sit on top of it. You can't get in anything anymore. You're too big. Like it's, tell them you were originally a friggin' petite. That's the craziest part about this whole thing. I was a petite. You're sitting on the top of the friggin' fire truck. They had to tie you down because you start to float away like a friggin' bowling, like one of those big beach balls. You're like, oh no, where did she go? Floated away. No good. So they tie you down, you got kind of almost like that, Veruca Salt situation where you ate, I think it was Veruca, she ate the blueberries and then all of a sudden she ballooned up like a friggin' blueberry. Like that's what you got going on. And then they're like, we don't know how to transport this. They start calling you a this instead. It's like, oh, we're just trying to be proper in 2021. So they're like, oh, well, how do we transfer this? You're like, guys, I'm a she. And like they were like, oh, really? We don't know. Like, we know that we don't want to offend, I think they really didn't know what the hell you were. They're looking at this situation going on. They're like, oh, what the hell is this blueberry-sized person, that can't fit inside of an ambulance or a fire truck? What are we doing? They start bringing trailers in. They're like, just bring a trailer. Just sit her on the back of the trailer. She could sit back there and just like, we're cruising along 35. She's in the back just looking around. That's what Joanne does too. They have to freaking cart her around in a trailer. Yeah. Anyway, listen, I just wanted you to know that it looks like you do have the Affleck carditis, which is not good. Yeah, and no, some of his movies aren't either, but some of them are really good. They do a great job shrinking down that head so it looks normal next to his co-stars. Yeah. No, I know. I think that whoever does that cinematography should get a freaking, like an Emmy, Like, how do they not win every time, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, listen, I'm glad you calmed down a little. Make that call. Tell them you need them to bring the friggin' trailer. Roll it. And you're like, beep, beep, beep. You roll on the back of it. They're going to take you down to the hospital and see if they could just try to shrink it somehow. I don't know what they're going to do. I've never heard of a humongocarditis, then moving on to an Affleccarditis. This is like a second time this has ever happened situation. The one that's here, though, you're still not even close to the one that's here. This one's freaking ridiculous. There's a GoFundMe here in case if you want to donate, because now you can relate. Like sometimes people relate when they get something. They'll be like, oh, I broke my foot, so now I'm going to donate to people who broke their feet. Just like that. You're like, oh, I got a magnificent carditis now. I've got a, Affleck carditis. And all of a sudden you're like, I can relate. I want to donate. So you donate, you donate to Joanne and her massive, ridiculous heart. She's in the medical journal. You're not. You're just kind of like, You're at the bottom. Footnote, though. I don't know if you noticed this. I guess since you called, they're monitoring everything. Yeah. No, there's no, 1984 situation. That's what we got going on. No matter what you say, you got someone there who's listening in. And they already made a little footnote here that you are also one of the, potential Affleck carditises. They have it here, Dolores Armstrong. Look, I didn't know that you were going to be so forthright with this information because they take it and they put it right up there for the world to see. So now Joanne, she's in the lead. And you're, in second, third place, somewhere around there. There's a few people. Jasper Williams over there. I see he's got also apparently a humongocarditis. So a few of you guys, they're dealing with it, But it's relatively a small group of people. Oh, nope, it just went up again. Oh my goodness, it just went up to 9. Look, I don't know. I'm going to just keep monitoring this one for you. Okay. I'll let you know how we're doing here. Oh my, 13. There's 13 humongocarditis now. Dolores, you got to get yourself over to 18. Oh my, it's jumping like quickly. When it's going not just 1 or 2, it's 34. Dolores, there's 34 humongocarditis right now. 34. It's jumping up every couple. 93. This is, I think people are finally pushing enter on their computers and they're getting their information in because it's jumping. 137. I don't know. Look, Dolores, I'm going to have to hang up with you now because 943. Dolores, call the friggin' hospital right now. Trailer. Beep, beep, beep. Back at the frig up right now. 1,714. Dolores, call them. Get off the friggin' phone with me. I don't want to hear about it. What recipe are you using tomorrow for your big dinner? You can't have a dinner if you can't fit in the friggin' house, right? What are we doing? Get off me. Call 911. 3,416. What are we doing here? Dolores, get off the phone with me. I'm hanging up. I'm going to hang up on you because you're not helping yourself. You're going to die there in your friggin' house. You're not going to be able to get out the door. They have to bring the jaws of life, open up the friggin' front of the house so you can slide out. The garage, you have a double door for 2 cars. They're going to have to somehow open up the side of the house too because you can't even get out the double door situation. That's what's happening to your heart. And you're still on. Oh my goodness, it's up to 13,743 right now. This is not good, Dolores. Get off the phone right now. No, you shouldn't baste it first. What are you talking about? No, I don't think you should even talk about what kind of fixings you're going to have in that dinner tomorrow. Just get over to the hospital right now. What are we talking about? I can't figure you out. You know, fine, broccoli it. Do a broccoli situation. Broccoli Rob, I don't freaking care. Yeah, potatoes are good too, but if you don't stop this right now and go, you may die in the house. I don't know what temperature to cook pork at. What are we doing here? Listen, this number has just gotten ridiculous. 34,917. They're there right now. Yeah, they're up. And you're just sitting there at the house talking about, should I put rosemary on the freaking pork? Yes, you should. I mean, that's not even a question. You're going to ask, you put rosemary on the pork? Of course you put the rosemary on the pork. You don't just freaking not. Oh my goodness. And you're still on the phone with me. Yeah, unbelievable. No, I guess I would say make creme brulee if you're going to do one of those two. But what do you got to plan this? You plan it out while you're sitting in the hospital waiting for the doctors to look at your friggin' ridiculous heart. You know? You're going to sit there and let me tell you how to cook, what to cook, and at what degree to cook the friggin' pork? I can't figure you out, Joanne? I know, no, I'm sorry, I got bothered by my old assistant. Yeah, she's got a humongocarditis situation just like you. You know, but look, I just want you to understand that if you don't get out of the house right now, you're going to be the first statistic. You know, you don't want to go from this. You want to see if you could somehow make it through. Yeah. No. Oh my goodness. Ice cream never works at creme brulee. What are we talking about? You just keep the creme brulee with some friggin' fruit. You get some fresh fruit? Ding, diggity boo. You put that on there, you're good to go. Especially after the pork. You know what I mean? You get a fine wine with that? Never a white when you're doing a pork situation. You go with a nice friggin' Cabernet Sauvignon. You get your Sauvignon and you tie it in. You got to tie it in. You know, Shiraz, no, that could work, I guess. I don't know. I mean, some of the Australian friends of mine may say Shiraz may be better than a Cabernet when you're dealing with a pork situation. That I'm not sure about. I don't drink. So I'm not giving you any really good information here, okay? What I am telling you is I do know a good friggin' pork and rosemary situation. That's good. I know potatoes are good. Yeah. Creme brulee in it. I like that. I don't want a brownie. What the freak? I can get a brownie anytime, you know what I mean? But you need a creme brulee situation. Oh my goodness. 74,916 Dolores humongocarditis is reported. And you're still there talking about the meal tomorrow. You know, what if you don't get to the meal? Exactly. Yeah. And you're sitting there telling me you're not going to get to the freaking meal. You may not make it as I'm trying to freaking tell. I'm a doctor. I'm telling you, when you got a humongocarditis situation going on, anaphylactitis is not magnificent carditis like CNN says. They're trying to pitch a fake news situation because they want you to get bugabooed. And you did. Now you're dealing with it, But look, I'm sorry for you. I really am. And I'm sorry that you think a brownie would be a better freaking dessert than creme brulee. How dare you? Seriously, have you never had creme brulee before? It's freaking amazing. It's the best thing in the world. Throw some raspberries on top. What are we talking about here? I'm going to get a brownie and freaking vanilla ice cream. Terrible idea when you got the concept of doing creme brulee. You're going to grab out that freaking torch and do the, crispy top situation. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. Yeah, no, I know you should be on the phone with the ambulance, not on the phone with me talking about creme brulee. But when you start talking creme brulee, that's my jam. Yeah, that's my jam, Dolores. I'll talk about creme brulee all freaking night. And if you're going to sit there, humongocarditis situation, not call the hospital and tell them you need them to bring the friggin' trailer because you can't fit in an ambulance or a fire truck, you need them to tie you to the top of a friggin' trailer because you're going to be wider and taller than the trailer. Yeah, no, I know. Trailer's 18 feet wide. You're already probably there. Who's going to measure you? Oh, your husband. But you're doing a circumference situation. It's hard to measure that. I'm telling you, when you lay down, humongocarditis situation, you're laying there. You wrap around, and they're going to need 38 feet of rope just to get you suspended one time. They can't even wrap you. They can't do wraparoo. They want a wraparoo double-decker on you? 80 feet, at least. They need 80 feet to do a double-decker around you. I think, you know how they just, wrap around your waist, oh, you're a 32 waist. If they did a waist situation on you right now, you're a 974 waist. It's terrible. A 974 waist right now. They had to make you a special pair of pants. The same guy who does Affleck's hats. They had to call in a favor. They're like, look, we don't know what to do. She's got nothing to wear. We gotta get her places. How are we gonna transport her? She's got a freaking 940. What are we doing? That's called Guglielmo Magnotti. When you call Guglielmo Magnotti and you ask him if he can create some clothing, for Dolores, Guglielmo gets to the friggin' job. You know what I mean? There's nobody like Guglielmo Magnotti. I mean, look, you can try to come up with a better guy than Gugliotti, but that's the guy, Oh, yeah, no, I was down there. I was dealing with Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin? Really? You didn't know Gugliotti? Migliotti? When you are blessed and in the same presence with Gugliotti, Migliotti, and he's just smiling at you, and then he's just giving you that wisdom. Man, there's nothing like it. Yeah, no, I know. You got the heart. I get it. You should call. You get off the phone with me and call. I'm telling you about Gugliotti. You want to know about Gugliotti? I'll tell you about him. But if you're not going to stay on the phone with me and you're going to go over to the hospital, make sure they get you the double-decker situation. They need to wrap you in because we don't want you rolling off. We need to get that heart looked at. Tell them I'll meet you down at the field. We got to bring you into the field. There's no way to fit you in the hospital. They got to bring a tent situation out into the field and wear gas masks. We'll meet you out there. We'll figure out what's going on and we'll see if we can size that thing down. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Gugliotti. If you want Gugliotto's number, I can hook you up with that. But just get to the freaking hospital, okay? Because Gugliotto's not he's not the focus right now. The focus right now is you getting a heart situation to not be like Joanne's heart situation. Yep, that's right. No, it's my pleasure, Dolores. Look, I hope that dinner's, possible. I hope you get home in time. I hope you're able to make it all, especially that freaking creme brulee. And if you have any extra creme brulee, I would be happy to swing by for it. And no, I wouldn't want to eat it with you guys. I don't want to look at that freaking ridiculousness you've got going on. But I would take it. I would take it with me, and I would eat it myself at home Like I said, I was here enjoying myself and having a great day off until you called to tell me about your magnocarditis situation. Like, what is it? I don't even know. I'm looking at the screen. I still don't get it. Yeah, no, 70 plus years working on hearts. This is weird. Weird stuff here. Well, anyway, look, I'm going to get, oh my goodness, 384,742 people have humongocarditis. That's in the last 18 minutes here. Oh, I don't know what to tell you here. Dolores, get the frig off the phone with me. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll see you later. Yeah, no, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm going to bill you. All right, take care. She's going to get billed for that. You can't, get on the phone with me for that long to get advice, medical advice, and then, get it for scot-free. There's always a bill at the end, and it's by the hour, So I think we went over 1 hour and 7 seconds. Yeah, so 2 hours. Look, when you're billed by the hour, 1 second equal an hour. So if she was on with me for 7 seconds, she just said, I have a humongocarditis. Hope you're having a great night. And then hung up. She got billed for an hour for that. That's how it's done. Like, my time is valuable. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to explain how things work so you guys get it. I love the intro to these shows. Holy cow. How do I keep doing these 30-minute intros every freaking show? Gosh almighty. Rob, my brother. I want to say hello to the fam real quick before I play you what I'm really kind of excited about. Today we dropped a new comedy clip, and I want to play it before we potentially do more, but just because I'm really proud of the fact that we do the craziest things in the world here. And I only realized that because I was posting this earlier and I was just thinking to myself, how many people are doing parodies of a freaking game show? How many people are doing a superhero movie at 40, plus years old? Like, how many people are living out the things that they meant to do when they were younger and doing them now, fully expressing themselves and coming up with the silliest things, but not, hiding behind it? Like, I remember growing up and saying, well, I don't want to do that because people may think something. They may say, oh, what is he, an idiot? What is he, a goofball? I don't freaking care anymore. Like, I want to entertain you. I want you guys to stop focusing in on the negative of the world and realize that it's okay to do something goofy. It's okay to attempt something that nobody else would and fail. And more importantly, it's okay to attempt something that no one else has done before and actually succeed. Don't be afraid of success. Go after it. You can't fear what you've never experienced, but you should fear quitting. That is the one thing that I fear. And I dropped something today I want to share with you. I'm so excited about this, but I now officially have my first NFTs. Today I released 4 NFTs, and I'm going to share them with you, but one of them is speaking to what I'm talking to you about right now, and that's why this is such a perfect thing to discuss. This right here is called, this is an NFT called Powerful Reminders #2, because I already put one up there. That's the link. I'm not sure if you could see that. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you could see this right now, but this is what an NFT is, just so you have an idea. Basically, I created a piece of artwork. This is it right here. The only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never give up. That's one of my quotes. And I live by that. And I made it an NFT for one specific reason. I think I only made 100 of these or 300 of these, something really, really, a very, very small amount. Yeah, look, there's only 100. Once all 100 of these are sold, and this show goes where it's going, I'm never stopping. The world will find us. We will bring everybody together. We will feel the way we feel while we're here together, but on a global scale. Not just a small group. People from all over the world, all walks of life, are going to find what we're doing, and we're going to become one the way we're meant to become one. And when that happens, these 100 NFTs that are sold will be worth a lot of money. Now, just to give you an idea of why, I don't understand this, but what makes it valuable is that there's only a small supply of them and you own it. It's just like you're owning a piece of gear in a like a game online. You go and buy the skin, your favorite game, you want to have that cool skin so everybody knows that you achieved a certain level. So that's the same thing as an NFT. You own this piece of artwork in your wallet. The thing is, it goes up in value, not down, because there's only one, because there's only 100. And something cool that I just want to share. I mean, just think about this. This is one of my quotes. It's an NFT. It's a unique NFT. So there's only a 100 in the world. And once you own it, then this number here goes up. It's crazily. Like I just to give you perspective, someone the other day sold like a bunch of their albums for nothing. It was like, I don't even know how it works, but they put it up there for $100 or something like that, each album. They sold out in like a day or something like that. This is like a big artist. Sold out in like a day, and they're worth like $50,000 each NFT. They were cost $100 to buy that day. Like the next day or next week, they're worth $50,000 each they're selling for on that open market. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so it's a matter of the content, which we have. We got so much content here. I'll just start dropping it as NFTs. And it's artwork. Now here's a potential for us both to make money going forward on this show. This is something really, really important to understand. And I wish that Paul was here because he understands NFTs better than I do. I know he does because he talks about crypto and stuff here. But basically, what happens is when you own that NFT, then you could sell that and make money one day. So you're just, say, for example, you buy it for, I think it's 100. I have 4 of them. There's some of them I have made 1,300, so I made them cheaper. And then there's a couple, there's only a few, so that's why they're more expensive. But the 1,300 ones, I think it's like a 0.03 or something like that Ethereum. It's a small amount. It's as small as like one of the smallest amount I can go. Bottom line is though, if that winds up going up in value, which I don't think, like I said, I'm going to be here tomorrow. And if it goes up in value, you can one day pay bills with it, maybe buy something with it, maybe even more, maybe a house, maybe more. I'm seeing some ridiculous stuff happening with NFT, and that's why I wanted to get involved. You know, just because my efforts and the content we've created has not found the world yet, doesn't mean that when the world finds it, they're not going to love it and want to come back for more and want to swallow up every one of the NFTs I have. And if you have them first, when they were very, very cheap, that is when you make the money. That's what I know. That's what I know for sure. Getting them on the ground floor is when you make all the money, when everybody else wants them and they're not available anymore and you've got 10. The beautiful thing about this is, so there's 100 of them. Some crazy person was like, I'm going to buy all 100 of them. And then one day you've got all 100 of those. You could be like, I don't know. It's crazy, the money, guys. It doesn't make sense to me. There's a couple of these NFTs that are worth more than Picasso's and Van Goghs. I'm like, how? Why? They're investments, and people see them as such. They're investments. You own them. You could sell them. You could trade them, and you can make money on them. And yeah, Mama says the NFT, the Weasel Fouch. You know, it's funny. I thought about that. I thought about doing like the Sleep Sofa Joe. I have a couple really great things I made out of Sleep Sofa Joe, like Bumbling Biden beats, all these cool things I did. You know, like Bulletproof Biden. I made all these great, piece of artwork, but I don't want to go political. I am thinking I could create a secondary collection that's not connected to me at all. It's just, you know what I mean? It's a collection, and the collection could just be like, political NFTs or something like that. And just hit them with all the crazy stuff, Dr. Weasel Fouch. And if if any money would be made on that too, it could be a way for Trish. And I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, when you buy it, it becomes a piece of artwork that you own. And if it's going to only go up in value because there's only a limited supply of them, I just wanted to make sure you know that. I don't know how and if they're going to sell and, how many will sell, but that's a freaking awesome quote right there. The only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never give up. Now I'm going to see if it will allow me to show my others. Check this out. Okay, here are the other ones. So I made this one. This one's cheaper because I made 1,300 of them. A smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. That is my other quote I live by. Every smile changes lives. Give it and get. That's what happens with a smile. You give and you get. Let me go backwards. I want to show you another one. Where is it? The name of the page is NFT Renaissance. And let's see. So this is the other one I did from the movie. Hammerlin Jamison. Hammer Time, the movie art. Right? Like, seriously, to own a piece of Hammerlin Jamison history, that's a cool NFT right there. And then we did Hammer Jammer again. Auditions for Super Mark, right? What are we doing? That one's a fire piece right there. I'm just saying. That one is like, Hammer Jammer? What are we talking about the Hammer Jammer for? And then, of course, my favorite, this is my very first NFT. This is the one I would probably buy if I were you because it's the first NFT ever. BB Poo Poo 22. Put it all on BB Poo Poo in 2022. Elon Musk said that. Yeah. And then, of course, the bottom, the altcoin of the future was said by Mark Zuckerberg. He said that. So we got it. BB Poopy Poo Poo. And remember, tomorrow I'm dropping another NFT. It's going to be called Pee Pee Poo Poo. It's the altcoin beyond the altcoin. When you get, when we run out of supply of BB Poo Poo and all of a sudden people are like, I need more BB Poo Poo. I'm like, don't worry about it. We got Pee Pee Poo Poo for you. Yeah. You're going to smell it everywhere. It's on the walls. It's on the floor. It's in my hair. It's on your clothes. Pee Pee Poo Poo everywhere. Right? Yeah, you can't get enough of it. You just want to have it in your wallet. You want to have it in like your hands. You want to have it in your pockets. You want to put it in your shoes even. You're like, I just want to have pee pee poo poo everywhere. I want to go out and I want to do the lawn and I want to wear pee pee poo poo. How do I wear pee pee poo poo? I'm going to ask my wife if there's a way I could just wear the pee pee poo poo because it's such a hot commodity right now, Like everybody's done it and like they all got the pee pee poo poo. S-Coop. Nailed it. When you got a pee pee poo poo situation and you're like the last person to invest, it's not good, Oh, I want to just see where it goes. Shoo, sorry, we all got in. We're out now. We were waiting for you to get in so we could all dump it. We all made billions. You? No. You were like the last guy. You lost. You were like me when I first got into the crypto game. I was getting donations from the fam, and they were like, oh, we gave you pee-pee poo-poo. And that was when it wasn't doing well. And I had to go in my pocket afterwards to pay the VIG. I was like, how do I do? What do we do? I thought I went to 0. They're like, nope. They can't. They're like, we're going to break your knees if you don't pay the VIG. I'm like, what? I did the VIG situation. I wanted to make sure I could walk still and that they didn't take away the ability, from me. If it's going to happen, it's not to be by them. I don't want them doing it. So basically, I paid the VIG, But when Pee Pee Poo Poo came out, BB Poo Poo went through the freaking roof because people start talking about the pee pee poo poo. They're like, I was at a deli the other day and somebody had pee pee poo poo and they were talking about it and they were saying, can you smell it? Can you smell it? It's in the air. And I'm like, yeah, I freaking smell it. It's all over the place, and I'm trying to eat here, like, what are we doing? And he says that pee pee poo poo is about to go through the roof. And I'm like, through the roof? Really? He goes, yeah, did you hear about BB poo poo? I'm like, yeah, I got a crap load of it. It was given to me. I thought it was a joke. I think it may have been given to me by somebody who didn't like the show. They were just like, here you go, pee pee poo poo it. And now it's like, I think it's worth under 0. And the guy's, no, you didn't hear about it? It's like major comeback. This is like the shibbity bibbity boo boo of 2020, like you're going to go through the roof, through the sky, through the moon, out into the stratosphere of a different galaxy. You're going to go into the galaxy and then into something else, a different stratosphere, and then down into the planet there, all on shibbity boo, pee pee poo, and BB poo poo. It's a triple double, in the world of finance, in the world of crypto, you dream of a triple-double situation, It's the one thing you're just like, oh, it would be awesome if I could have a triple-double. BB, pee-pee? Shibbity-bibbity-boo. Oh, man. You know, when you got it, you got it. You know, you're just like, oh, I don't know if I want to sell it now. It's worth trillions. Maybe I'll keep it for a little while and make it worth more trillions. I need more. You're like, how much is enough, right? It doesn't seem like enough is enough. You know, you just need to keep getting it. I need more. I need more. Oh, you got 7.3 trillion? Okay, I think maybe another 7.3 and I'm good. 7.3? You know what you could do with that money, dude? I don't know. I'm not sure. How many zeros is that? 15? I don't know. 12? 15? I think it's 15. Heal the world. You should heal the world. Give them, you know, a chance. So anyway, just to get back to what we were saying at the beginning of my silliness here, because I'm out of my mind, as you know. We do the silliest things in the world here, as you can. And I'm going to continue to do that. I'm not going to stop being a crazy person for you. Because what the hell? Aren't you sick of everybody being so simple and like, oh, I don't want to rustle feathers? You know, like, look, I think we need to be ourselves. We get one moment, and if we don't live it, we're going to regret it. I don't want to regret it. I want to say I put on the best show I could for you every single day. And so with that in mind, I did something that I don't think I ever would have thought of doing until one of you awesome family members mentioned to me about like a match game. So then this happened. Pete, what up, brother? So check out when you get a chance. See, this is the NFT still. Let me give you this link. Sorry. So again, there are 5 NFTs. I'm going to be dropping more every day now. I'm sure just like I drop with the show here, I'll be dropping content on the NFT platform as well. And these are going to be limited supply, and you own a piece of my artwork, which is pretty cool. One day when you can share it and sell it, we could all make money. Here we go. Check this out. Let's see if this works. This right here is today's release. This is today's newest comedy bit.
Ready for a
I hope
rewarding
you
new
enjoy.
checking experience? Meet Credit Karma Money Spend. You can win
It's Press Your Luck, the game where you can win prizes as long as you don't get a friggin' whammy. So today we have a very exciting competition. 2 Lionheart competitors will be tearing it up here on the concourse in order to see who takes home their riches and who gets friggin' whammied on this version of Press Your Luck. Coming in from San Antonio, Texas, Louise Phillipson. She's a homemaker by day, started her own crochet business in the afternoon, and at night she takes care of 7 Rottweilers. Let's get her a round of applause, everybody. How about that? Coming on in here for a Press Your Luck style. So let me ask you a question, Louise. How do you take care of 7 Rottweilers all at the same time? Really? Interesting. No, we didn't put a mic on you. We really don't. Nobody cares what you have to say. We're Press Your Luck in it. Look, I want you to push that ball. What is it, the ball? What do we do again? I don't know. Do a roundabout. Go like that. Do one of these. Do like an Elvis Presley style on it. And we're going to let it go around and around and around until it stops. I hope you don't land on a whammy, though. It would not be good. We don't want you whammying out in the middle of Press Your Luck 2021. That wouldn't be good. You're not going home with any goodies. You're going home with a crap. You got a freaking whammy. You did a freaking whammy situation on you. Look, when you get whammied, you have to deal with it. And sometimes you take that whammy and you say, it's a learning lesson. You know, next time I'm not going to say, stop right then. He's going a friggin' $700 dining room set. That's where you want to land. And stop! Dun, dun. Whammy! You got freaking whammied, right? When you got a whammy situation, because you decide to press stop right then, That's on you, you know? You could have waited and then did it, you know? You got to trick them sometimes. You're like, and stop! You know what I mean? Because there's someone in the back who's just like, and they do the stopperoo with you, giving you the whammy. I'm giving you inside secrets. I shouldn't tell you that, because when I do that, they're messing it up for Peter DeBarkin, you know? Our second contestant from the lovely Charlotte area. That's Charlotte, Indiana. No, not Charlotte, North Carolina. No, we're talking about Charlotte, Indiana. This is an very, very accomplished writer of novels. You may know him as Dirk Steele. Today, he's coming out in his real normal name. This is not pen name style. Original name, John Smith. Friggin' Charlotte, couldn't you go with Dirk? We couldn't do Dirk Steele on this? I'm trying to do a show here, a pressure luck situation. You're giving me a friggin' John Smith? I want to do Dirk Steele. All right, John Smith, Steele, Jerk. I'm calling you Jerk Steele. Because you didn't come down and give us your friggin' pen name. You wrote all these books under Dirk Steele. You come in here as John Smith. I know why you changed it to friggin' Dirk. That sucks. John Smith. That's the worst name. All right, come on. Go round and about. And stop! Got a new car! You got a friggin' new car. You got a new car there because you didn't stop at the right time. I think it's because you did the trickaroo. I saw the way you were handling that, John Smith. You know, you're as bland as can be with that stupid name. But you nailed it. You got the car. Of course, it's a Cutlass Supreme from '86. We're not giving you a new car. We're giving you friggin' Cutlass. That's what you get. Press your luck style 2021. We don't have new cars here. They didn't give us that. They gave us off the friggin' impound lot. Oh, that one wasn't a friggin' drug deal over there. They're like, oh, you guys want to get that Cutlass? I want the Cutlass Supreme. You can't just give me a Cutlass. I told them, I said, look, if I'm going to take a car and be doing a giveaway, mid-pressure luck style, that thing better be a Cutlass Supreme, not just a Cutlass, you know? I mean, we're going to let people down. The Cutlass, oh, we got you a Cutlass. Supreme? No, I'm sorry. We're only going to get you the Cutlass. They're throwing microphones, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with a non-Cutlass Cutlass, you know what I mean? Like a Supreme. They want the Supreme action. You get extra, you know? It's the cloth interior instead of polyester. You know, you guys expect too much. You come down here, you're already getting free stuff. Press your luck style. You say stop, as long as you do it without getting a whammy, you're going home with some things, you know? Instead, I get all this, learn the game. This is the game. Stop. You either hit a freaking whammy or you got yourself a new car. Johnny boy, he got himself an old car, at least for Cutlass Supreme. I told you we got you Supreme though, so I don't want to hear any complaining. You got yourself a Cutlass, right? All right, look like you got your car. We're going back over here to Louise. Louise, you're shot. You're down by a lot right now. That car was worth a cool $650. You're going to have to make up some steam. You're going to have to catch up. So let's give it a roll, Louise. Yeah, Joanne. Louise, give us a friggin' roll. Here we go. And stop. Big money. Shop. Oh, on a new dress. A new dress. We're giving away dresses? We're giving away dresses? Oh, my goodness. You got a new dress. Freaking dresses. This show's really getting budget, guys. Giving away old cars and friggin' dresses. I guess that's what happens when you press your luck. You press your luck, they only have certain amounts of money to spend. They pressed your luck too much. They're giving away, big bouquets of flowers. That was too much, so they went with dresses. Anyway, look, I think we're done. You guys, I don't really like being host of this game anymore. I mean, Louise sucks. John, you couldn't come in with your real name. You come in here with some freaking fake name. Your real name is the crap name. Your fake name is a better name. You couldn't come in with the better name. Press your luck style. Oh, I'm going to go on with the name that people remember me by. They know me by. They read my freaking books by. No, I'm going to go on and take credit under my freaking legal name. Nobody gives a crap about your legal name, John.
The shaking is all of your stabilizing muscles that don't always fire when you do traditional.
Nothing like some hard bodies right in the middle of the
Why don't you just,
bit.
show up as Dirk? Nobody likes John. Nobody likes John. They like you as Dirk, right? Like, let me ask you a question, Dirk. You go and you walk into your neighbor's house, right? And you're like, you knock, right? You get them, they come to the door. Who's there? It's John, right? Sorry, we don't know a freaking John. Get going. That's what you get. Or, knock. Who's there? It's Dirk Steele. Dirk! Party time! Right? You did this to yourself, Dirk. I mean, seriously, we gave you the friggin' opportunity. We booked you as Dirk Steele. When you go into the contract, there's no mention at all of John Smith. That is a fabricated individual. Or I don't know. There's a lot of John Smiths. I just can't believe that's your real name, because now I don't even like your books anymore. I thought that Dirk Steele was a real person. That some idiot was crazy enough to name their child Dirk Steele. Another lie. Another lie of the world, right, John? But that's what you do best.
It's the zany game where you fill in the blanks. It's Snatch Game.
Skip Martindale. So we're here. We're getting our answers to the top 5. And again, our question of the day is, you're not a cow. You're not a horse. What are you? We're going to go to the first contestant of the day from St. Louis. This is a very interesting story here. Professor by day, newspaper delivery guy by morning. This guy does it all. He drops off your newspaper and he gets it there before the friggin' rooster crows, which is a pretty good thing, we have to say. We're very excited to have him on. His name is Jerome Williamson III. Jerome, thank you for joining us today. And also from St. Petersburg, Florida, this guy, Skip Johnson. Skip, I don't know what to say about Skip. He's got a bit of a, I guess you'd say, a penchant for young ladies and for hot rods. Yeah, you got lots of stuff with him on social media. He's like doing, like, oh, look at me, to drop the flag, and he's doing like a friggin' drag race situation. But look, what we're trying to figure out here is who's going to win this competition. So the question for the first 2 contestants is, you're not a cow, you're not a horse. You are a... That's right, Johnny, you're a friggin' guinea pig. By Menon.
That's an ending! That's an ending right there! Woo! Are you kidding me? Oh, goodness. Share the freaking hell out of that one. Are you kidding me? That's an ending like a mother... Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, I get my little... I was thinking about making that as well as a NFT. Now tell me, if you were to buy an NFT, Dr. Weasel Fouch, look, if you're going to make an NFT of me, you might as well do it when you're Dr. Weasel Fouch. Let me see, I wanted to show you the other thing, if I could find it. Yeah, here we go. So I was thinking about making this as an NFT. What do you think? I'm thinking, like, if I was into buying NFTs and I was going to buy like anything political, I would freaking buy this in a second, right? Holy cow, it's silly, but I love it. And it's mine. It's another creation of the show. And yeah, we keep doing silly things here. This is just a reflection of reality, this show. And unfortunately, we don't get enough of that. But you guys keep sharing it, and we are starting to break through the disgusting suppression mechanism that they've set on many, many creators. Check this out. This is a part 5 of my next movie, which is coming out this Friday, I hope. I'm in the middle of editing it. This is part 5. This is called Three's Company.
Opportunity Matters Fund, sponsored and is responsible for the...
Three's Company, the breakup artist.
That face that is usually covered by her phone has finally made an appearance.
Hey guys, how are you? Ooh, I forgot to get popcorn. Let's see how this goes first. I love that fragrance. What's is that Chanel number 5? So what are we watching? I just went into the first theater I could find. I just wanted to find a couple people to chat with. You know, I like to get here before the movies because then I can really, you know, get a chance to communicate with people. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm a communicator. That's what I do, and I also am a facilitator of people who need to end their relationships. And here I'm just trying to do this in the most inconspicuous of places. We don't want to create a public scene. But when Damon called me and said that he was having issues and needed to find a way out, I told him, I got you. I said, you just give me a call. Next time you're going out, like wherever you're taking her to, like a nice little quiet spot, I'll come by and I'll break the news, you know? So he calls and says, I'm going to see the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. And I'm like, I guess I'm in, you know? So I show up here to talk to you. I'm a little taken by your freaking fragrance. That's nice. Like, Damon, she smells nice. If this all goes the way it's expected, maybe you and I should have some, you know, alone time, Cassandra? Because I think that we can really get along. I like that fragrance. I'm just saying. Like, you smell like flowers. Yep, flowers. I know. That's a really extremely detailed way of explaining the smell. You smelling flowers. Like freesia. I like your smell of freesia. Is that freesia perfume you're wearing? You know, I hope you don't mind. I just want to get a little closer because I forgot my jacket and it's a little cold in this theater. So if I'm just going to snuggle up against you a little, you know, just so we can get comfortable together, you know. We're in for the long haul here, Cassandra. Two plus hours. I think this one's 3 hours and 20. Damon, how many minutes did this one clock in at? 3:15. Yeah, as I thought. So it's like 3:15, Cassandra. So I'm just gonna snuggle up against you. Maybe I can put my arm around you. No, I'm just gonna get comfy like this for now. Okay? Let me just lean up against you. And so, where are you? Where do you live currently? Oh, with your parents. That's cool. Where's Damon? Where does Damon live? Oh, with his parents. I got my own apartment. No, I'm just saying, you know. No, Damon, I'm just letting her know, you know, like, she wants to, you know, after the movie, you want to come over to my place and play Xbox. You know, we can do that. You know, Connect 4. I got a Connect 4 situation. You can do that. Thank you for letting. I'm feeling a little warmer already. You know, yeah. I'm just thinking when Damon is kind of not being so like, can I grab a little popcorn? You know, because I'd like some popcorn while we're here watching this movie. You know, I'm kind of like surprised he hasn't offered yet, to be honest. You know, we're here, got the film of the century on, right, Cassandra? I'm snuggling up against you, basically in the family now, you know? And what are we dealing with, you know? No, Damon, that's fine, whatever. You know, I'm thinking that I'm gonna grab some Junior Mints, okay? And then I will toss them into that popcorn. You get the old Junior Mints popcorn situation going. Have you had that before? Damon, you'll love it. It's delicious. And you get your hands in there, butter with the, you know what I'm saying? You take a big handful, Damon, you're gonna love it. No, you're gonna love it, I'm telling you. Don't worry about it. No, I don't care. You don't want it. I don't care. I'm doing a junior mint situation. Yeah, Cassandra, right? Cassandra knows. She said that it's awesome, too. You know, we have so much in common, Cassandra. Anyway, yeah, what are these credits over? You know, I'm just trying to see if we can get to the movie, you know, already. Yeah, I know. Like, I totally agree. Cassandra was just saying, Damon, that she hates all the commercials before the movie. I agree. Oh, 17. Right? Yeah, I got that one right. You thought it was 13, Damon? Whatever. You know, like, how did you get that answer? They gave you multiple choice. You had a chance at any of the three. You know, you could have been 13, 17, or 21, and you went with 13? Did you even see the screen? Like, what are we talking about? You know, when you're sitting there and you're doing a getting ready for the movie situation, considering going to get Junior Mints to pop into the popcorn that you brought for us to eat together, you know, and then that happens, you know, I got to say, Damon, I'm wondering, you know, where did you go to school? Do you understand math? You know, I'm not asking you to do like Einstein type stuff here, dude. Just count what's on the friggin' screen. It's clearly 17. Anyway. Cassandra, this is the guy you're hanging out with. Like, what are we doing? You know? I mean, I came down here to watch this film. I didn't know I was going to get to sit next to you, you know, guys, next to you guys. And, you know, now I'm here, you know. You know, those Junior Mints are a good call. What do you think, Cassandra? Do you want me to get them? I'd get them for you. I would get them for you, Cassandra. You know, if it was for Damon, no, I would definitely not do it. Like, I'd be like, no, Damon, you go buy your own friggin' Junior Mints, right? But it's for you. I'm Junior Mints in it, you know, and we could share them. I'll open the box, and you can have a little handful as well. I pour it in for you. Now, Damon, you had your shot. You said you didn't want Junior Mints. Now you want to just have your popcorn the way you had it. Like, whatever, dude. That's on you. Oh, that was Leave It to Beaver. Leave It to Beaver. No, it's Leave It to... This... Are you kidding me? You thought that was Knots Landing? Idiot. You know? Yeah, no, Damon, you thought it was Knots Landing too? I wasn't joking about the idiot thing. No, but it was Leave It to Beaver. I was a big fan of the Cleaver. The kid, when I was Beaver the Cleaver, and when you had, you know, a situation going with Beaver, and he just was leaving it, not a good thing, you know, Damon. But you decided to go Knots Landing on it. You know, you wanted to do it friggin', you know, like Roper. What's his name again? Oh, I can't think of the guy. I used to do an impression of him when I was a kid. Jack. We're doing a Three's Company right now, actually. He was in the show, the original, Cassandra. You know, Cassandra, I had a thought, you know. I'm working on this project, right? And I could really use somebody with your expertise. And so I'm just thinking, like, if you need a gig at all, you know, like, just pass me your card and we could talk about it over dinner. Over coffee, over the phone. Dinner is good though, if you wanted to do, like, we could do either or, but I just wanted to make sure you understand that I'm here for you. No, Damon, there's no job for you. I'm sorry. We're doing a whole, you know, like, no discrimination situation, and we have to hire a certain amount of minorities and women right now. And I'm sorry, you just don't fit either, you know? So you're kind of like the problem right now with 2021, you know, like, look at all that privilege, you know, like, not working right now. It's not working for you, you know, but when I get down to it, I need to hire as many minorities, as many women as possible in order to look normal in 2021. Yeah, that's exactly it. Damon, you understand it. You're starting to get like the reverse situation where you can't even freaking get a job anymore. Nobody wants you. they're like, no, I'm sorry, you're qualified and you may be educated. We don't need that. We need to fill quota. We don't need to have superior workers. We don't need experience. We don't need people to actually justify being in a title just by actually earning it. No. That's what we need. We need for people to just get it because of whatever. The people who've earned it, gone to school for it, they deserve to be screwed over. That's the way it's like the reality, you know? So Cassandra, like the reality is my apartment is not very far away. And no, Damon, it's probably best if you don't come over. Just because, you know, it's a kind of a small place and 3's a crowd, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying you may not want to be around, you know, because we're gonna watch another movie over there, and also gonna make some popcorn. Orville Redenbacher, yours is crap. Like I got the Junior Mint situation, pouring it in. Cassandra and I are gonna watch some old reruns. Yeah, we're thinking maybe, I don't know, Press Your Luck. I like to watch game shows. I don't know about you, Cassandra. You do too? That's awesome. Game show networking it. We're gonna do Game Show Network, Damon. You're not welcome. It's just the two of us. You know, look, we came here together and you just showed up out of nowhere, Damon. What are we doing?
Guys, we're putting that game show thing into the movie. I just realized that. It's going to go in between these scenes.
An apartment right around the corner because you don't live with your parents anymore. You're 24 and now you got your own place. You know, then Cassandra wants to go along and you know, play Xbox and stuff. I'm just saying stuff, Damon. Like, doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying, you know, like, and stuff, you know. But look, let's get to this movie. What are they doing the freaking previews anytime soon? Like, I can't stand all the trivia. I missed the last couple. Damon, it seems like you got them all wrong though, right? Woo! This is the guy here. Wow. You know, oh, here come the previews. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, freaking A, another Ben Affleck movie. Jeez, that's all we need, right? Ben Affleck in the movies. I hear he's got a ridiculous head and they have to size it down in order to actually fit on that screen. Yeah, Cassandra, it's a show I watch. They actually know the truth. You should check it out sometime. Renaissance Man. Oh, and Matt Damon's in it? Damon, is that what they named you after? Was Matt Damon? Oh, after Damon John? Well, that's at least better. He's a freaking, like, very, very wealthy dude. He's a successful entrepreneur who went for it. He did it. You know what I mean? What did Matt Damon do? Same thing. Doesn't matter, okay? You were named after Damon John, not after Matt Damon. Thanks for clearing that up. You know what I mean? Oh, Schwarzenegger's back? Are you kidding me? You guys know it's Mark Schwarzenegger, right? I'm not sure if you got that. There's a guy named Back to the Future Mark. He's, you know, basically Future Mark is from the year 2769, and he's been every character you've ever known in the history of time. One of them was Mark Schwarzenegger, and he was here. He did it. And so just keep that in mind. Mark Schwarzenegger, you're so good. Like that, I love that when he does his thing. Oh, like that's good. That is good, Cassandra, right? Oh my goodness. There's not much like a movie with Mark Schwarzenegger in it, you know? Oh, ooh, what is this? Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, Cassandra, maybe we should see this together. Yeah, this one looks interesting. Wow. Yeah. No, I think we should see that, especially because it doesn't have Ben Affleck in it. That's a good start. Let's see who the star is. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Kind of lost some steam on that one. Yeah, I still, I'd go see it with you, Cassandra, if you wanna check it out. And Johnny Depp, he's still doing films. Like I heard some bad things happening. Like he's been blacklisted. Like everybody else gets blacklisted. Like one thing goes wrong, or maybe right. I don't know. And that's you never hear from him again. He looked sickly last time I saw him. I feel bad because he was Johnny Depp when he did his thing when he was Jack Sparrow. That was pretty good, Cassandra. Did you watch those films? We could watch that if you want to go back later. and we want to watch a film, we could watch them in one of those movies. There's like 7 of them or something, you know. I'm down with whatever, you know, like I think that it's important you see the sound system, hear the sound system. I got a 7.1 surround system. Yeah, Damon, it's unbelievable. Yeah. No, I know you'd love to hear it. That's not for your ears, that's for Cassandra's ears only. But yeah, we've got this, you know, this screen that comes down out of the ceiling. It's 347 inches. It's actually bigger than this one, Cassandra. Like, what are we doing here still? All right, let's go now. Damon, you can eat that popcorn still. Just enjoy it, you know? We're doing our thing. We're going there. We're watching, you know? Snuggling up. Right, Cassandra? You know, when you got that going on, you got that type of connection right off the bat, you know, that is a thing you work with. That is a thing that you foster and that you continue to fan. I'm talking about lifelong, right, Cassandra? We're just there doing it together. You know, family, kids, right? 3 kids? What are you thinking, 3? I'm down. I'm just saying. What's this schlub over here say he wants to have? He wants to have 1 kid? You want to have an only? Poor guy, he's like there. Poor girl, he's like, well, who am I going to hang out with? You, mom, you, dad? They don't want to hang out with you very long. No, Damon, they're going to be like, you're cool for like a couple years. And then after that, like, dude, this guy's a freaking weirdo. He only had 1. And then he's like there with popcorn all night. You know? I'm just saying. And he had this girlfriend at the time. I'm talking future tense, bud. What do you think? Like, Back to the Future, Mark. I told you, seen it all. I just didn't realize that I met Cassandra today. Like, that is a thing that one day I always knew I was going to meet her. I just didn't know when. You know, Cassandra. Just so happened to be that day that was like forever burned in history. Was tonight. Movie theater. We're here. We're doing it. We're watching the new Mark Hamill movie. I don't know. What are we watching? I told you I just came into the first theater. When I came in here, I was like, maybe I'll meet the love of my life tonight. Maybe I'll be able to spend some time with someone special. You know? No, Damon, I wasn't speaking about you. Yeah, it's getting a little uncomfortable, Damon. Like, do you want to maybe get going? Like, I don't know. Maybe you could go and make a call to your mom and dad. Let them know that everything's going well. Yeah, no, Cassandra and I are here. And, you know, I'm having popcorn. And she's having the best time of her life with Mark. And then your parents would be like, oh, that's cool. Why don't you leave them alone? You should just get going, Damon. And then tomorrow you could check on Cassandra and leave a voicemail because she's not going to pick up the phone and you'll never hear from her again. She marries him, and then the stories of it's Back to the Future, Mark. Told you. You missed it, but I've seen this episode. I've seen this episode, Damon, and you don't, do too well in this one. No, this is the one where you go home and cry. Oh, remember the episode when of Back to the Future, Mark, when Damon went home and cried? I do. It's this one, Damon, this one. No, I know, Cassandra. It is getting uncomfortable. You know, anytime now. Anytime you want to get going, you know. Oh, no, Damon, I was speaking to Cassandra. I'm saying if she wants to get going now, we could do that because you... I don't get you, dude. Oh, goodness. I'll tell you. That Chanel or whatever the frig Frasier that you're wearing. Wow. That is the good stuff right there. That is the good stuff. Yeah. I'd bottle you up. Forget about bottling up the perfume, bottling up the Cassandra, and then putting that on the label. That'd be a thing. I bet you Damon never thought of that one. Right? We got Damon over there. He's like, oh, look at popcorn. He thought of popcorn. Cassandra, I thought of a fragrance that's smelling like you in a bottle with your freaking label, the Cassandra label on it. you know, when you're going to create an entire line based on your, you know, life partner, that is something we all need to keep hold and, you know, share with the world. Oh, good, Cassandra. Yeah, let's get going. Like, I'm totally over this, you know, situation here with... Yeah, no, Damon, you did it to yourself, okay? You came in. We're here to watch it. You're a friggin' dud. You know, like, you had nothing to offer. You got that one math problem wrong. You know, like, we're here. This guy back there is saying Knots Landing. What are we doing? You knew it was Leave It to Beaver. You should have known it was Leave It to Beaver. But you went with Knots Landing, too. And look, that's something that you can't ever live down. 20 years from now, you say, oh, I had this girlfriend, Cassandra, and I said 13 instead of 17. She left me. She left me that night for the guy that got the answer right. So I think we should get going, Cassandra. What do you think? All right, listen, Damon, nice to meet you. And I'm sorry. Not sorry. See you later. Sorry, not sorry.
And Invisalign.
Sorry, not sorry. When you do a sorry, not sorry situation. So I want to share something with you guys. We're going to take it up a level here, okay? I'm not sure if Cheryl's here. I can't tell right now. I haven't been able to look through the chat. I was wandering a little bit. But I have something I want to play for you. Let's see if this is it.
Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon's.
No. This is it right here. And this is a 3-parter. This could be a movie in itself, just a nice 30-minute movie if we put these all together. I'm not sure if we're going to play all 3, but it's a bring us up a whole different level thing. This is a physical comedy thing. And I think this is a good time to play it. And if Rose was here too, she would appreciate it. She's always asking me to dance. So, hope you guys enjoy. So guys, we're here again. It's day 974 in a row. We are literally 26 days away from the 1000th day in a row of 2+ hours of live entertainment, live distraction from the negatube. This is the Positube. This is the location where we get together to generate love, light, and an opportunity to live in this moment here. How about that? Oh, you gotta go pay those bills. Oh, you gotta go get that appointment. Gotta bring the kids here. Gotta go do that. You know what? This is your time to shut it all off and show up here and smile, laugh, dance. Cheryl's gonna be dancing with me tonight, right, Cheryl? We're dancing. Woo! I'm just saying. I'm gonna be throwing some tracks on over here. I'll be dancing in the background. I'm gonna throw myself on the screen. I'm gonna do it. You better watch out. If I get up and I start cutting a rug, yeah, I'm going to ask Sonny the Fist to go to the other state. If he's in the same state with me, I don't have enough room to move. I like to move. You know, I'm not like getting in it to just be like, I don't do that. I don't go, if I'm doing it, I'm like, right? I mean, you can't do like a little bit of a dance, you know? Oh yeah, no, he went out and he really cut a rug. Now, that's not how we roll. You got to bring it. You better like break a hip or something in the process of dancing it out that night. I had such a good time. Really, yeah, I'm in the hospital 3 weeks. I brought it. I didn't go and like I'm not going to go and put that myself at risk. I put myself at risk. I was like, whatever. If I can't get up after this, like I do like the whole whammaroo, and then like I did a turbo landing on my head, and then I did a spin wheel on my head spin. Yeah, boogaloo. You remember that? You know, look, if you're not gonna get into a boogaloo production, you know, like I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, turbo doing head spins. You know, boom. You know. But when you're dancing, you know, I mean, like, you got to put it all into it, right? I mean, I've seen other people before, like, you go and you're like, is that guy serious? He's like, I'm like, is that guy, like, for real doing the point up at the sky? I'm waiting for someone to go, Guantanamero. Guantanamero. I'm like, that's what I'm waiting for. This guy's like, ooh, I don't want to go to a club to do a danceroo. And I got this guy over here going, don't do the point. Don't do the, what do you do? You're doing a point? You're there on the dance floor going, did you really do that? Was that you? You're like, you can't. You can't go on the dance floor and start doing the point. Like, now you're putting it on that guy? That guy was just there drinking and he's trying to have a sip of his champagne. And you put it on him, now he's got to go out. He's like, woo, yeah, I'm in it now. I'm in it now. You're bringing him in? Rodeo him? And all of a sudden he comes along for the party. You know, it's like sometimes people are like, they are a little over the line. You know what I mean? Like, who would do that? Most people be like, I respect your privacy. I respect your spatial, you know, there's a space thing going on with the Civet. You're over there. I'm over here. No, you're not. Ding, 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 ding. You bring him in, you know, and all of a sudden champagne down. He's doing the lasso. He did the lasso? You don't go out on the dance floor and do the lasso? You're lassoing it? Yeah, I'm going to pull you in now. I lassoed you. Don't do a lasso. Okay, seriously. You do a lasso? Like, bartenders are throwing shots at you. Not to drink. They're literally throwing shots at you. Like, get the hell out of my bar with the stupid lasso. Nobody likes the lasso guy at a dance club. You know what I mean? And also, you never want to be the guy who's like, me? You, me, you, me. You don't want to be that guy either. You're on the dance floor and you're like, you, me, you, me. You don't, you know, that's just like, at a certain point, people are just like, no, it's you, buddy. And they walk away, you know? And you're like, no, I was just trying to get you to be a part of the program. Danceroo, Saturday Night Fever. This guy, you seen this guy? All of a sudden he's like, don't do that. You don't walk into a club when everybody's like, and you go, you know, that's where I draw the line. I draw the line at the Travolta when you do the arm up in the sky. You know what I mean? Like, dun, 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 stay alive. I'm like, no, you're not staying alive. Get the hell out of here with your stupid lightning bolt situation thing going on. We're not bringing back the 70s. We're not into it. You're not going to be like wearing the bell bottoms again, okay? Leave the bell bottoms at home. We're talking 2021. You don't do a bell bottom situation in 2021, all right? And you definitely don't do like 5 things when you're on the dance floor. Never one of these. You never do one of the you, me. That's no good. And you definitely don't want to be like, because when you start pointing to people and putting that weight on their shoulders to show up and get down, that's a lot. That's like a lot for you to do. You know, so like give them their space. And then if they decide to come into the circle and be like, get down, but yeah, I'm getting down now, I'm in the circle. And they did the spinneroo and they come out and they go, don't ever do that. You don't ever want to do this. What is that? What are you doing, like a Travolta / like Uma Thurman? Yeah. You can't do a Travolta Uma Thurman. You know, like they're doing like the milkshake shuffle, Pulp Fiction style. And you're there going, you know, it's the dance moves like that really start to be like the next TikTok craze, you know? Like you're there going, you, me, and you're doing it all. All of a sudden, front page, FYP, TikTok. You're in the For You page, like all over it. Every single, look at that guy, he's there again, he's going, and then you went like this on that one. What about the time he was like, spinnerooing? There's like a basketball going around his shoulder. That one I was blown away by. You went like water in a pail? I'm going to turn into water. What are we doing? It's times like this, guys, where I question my sanity. Holy cow. Is that a new bit or what? So, let's get into it. We do have a woohoo still to get to. Zabrowski, do you mind if we go the song first, then come back to the woohoo? Do you have time? If I play a 4-minute song, you can beat along. I'll give you a beat seat if you want to tap-a-roo along while we listen to the tune. It's called Living Love. And, like, if you can't live love, right? I mean, like, what are we doing here? You come down, Renaissance man, and you're not living love? I'm not sure what to tell you then. Like, you got to go back to the city. I don't even want to see you. Are you coming on down here and you're not bringing love in the heart? Exploding with heart love? I guess that's just how you were brought up. Like, I don't know. What are we doing, Zabrowski? Like, is that who you're going to be? Is that who you're going to be going forward? That's fine. No. We'll do your woohoo first. You know, sometimes, I just got to say, you know, Zabrowski, I've been giving it to you 974 days in a row. I want to play one bit before you do your woohoo, and you can't, whatever. You know, like, right? I mean, it's not fair. I give him the slot. He gets a check. I don't get it. He gets a check. Hey, Zabros, can you wait for one song? No, I got things to do. What, do you got to go to the grocery store? What are we doing? You know what? Just, why don't you do the woohoo, and then you do you. I'll do me, and the rest of the show. All right, Zabrowski, it's your moment. Your 15 minutes of fame. Woohoo! You did it again, buddy. Man, I got to tell you, that woohoo, it's like it almost gets better. Like, is that possible that it gets better? Like, I don't know how you're doing it, but you're adding more oomph into the who part. Like, the woo is, it feels the same in a way. It's like, woo, but the who is got some oomph to it, right? Tell me I'm wrong, that who doesn't have some extra oomph the last couple days. It's because we gave him a hard time. We told him we're keeping him in check. Zabrosk, listen, you know there's a meter. There's a meter. The Renaissance fam, they judge your woohoo based on a 1 to 10 scale. That's on you if they go with a 3 or a 4 because you just didn't give it your all that day, you know? But I gotta say, I'm pretty sure as soon as we start seeing that scale through, oh, Zabrowski was a 9 tonight. Zabrowski, that was an 8.6. I'm waiting, brother. I'll tell you, buddy, okay? You just need to chill it out for a minute. They're about to tell you how well you did. This is the test. You know, if you can't make it past the Renaissance fam with a good grade, you will not win Grammy next year. I'm just saying, your woohoo is just going to be like, we'll give it to the next guy. Zabrosk, we love you, bud. Zabrosk. All right, we're going to move forward to episode 2. This one's shorter, but this is another silly
peek
thing
of my
here.
new series, The Sex Lives of College Girls.
I don't want to watch it,
November
Mindy.
18th.
You know, when I used to go and dance as a kid, even, I never ever went halfway as like full force. You jump through the freaking ceiling. You do like spins and flipperoos or whatever. You just got to get into it. You got to let your body get into the music. And to me, I never understood that. Like, no, sorry, I can't go like this. I'm not going to the club and being like this. What's up? What's going on? What do you got doing over there? Yeah, that's cool. What's going on over there? That's cool. Yeah, he went to the Travolta. You can't do that. You went backwards, Uma Thurman? You know, I was like, I get going like front side Uma, like, but when you go backside, that one's a little bit too crazy. I think that one, we may have to have you committed. Oh yeah, we had to commit them. Why? What happened? They went like this. They were on the dance floor. Oh yeah, let's totally bring them right into the insane asylum. We have to have them looked at immediately. I see you were brought in yesterday. Let me see the chart. Oh, you were doing an Uma Thurman again. Bellevue? You gotta go to Bellevue. What'd you do? Uma Thurman. What? What the hell's Uma Thurman? Well, it's when you're on the dance floor and everybody's dancing normally and you go like... They come and they put you a straitjacket. They're like, this guy's gotta freaking go. What was that? What was that? We're here, we're listening to like 50 Cent. Everybody's like crunking and doing all, they're like, And you're sitting there going, they took you away, straight jacket. They had to have you looked at 24 hours, 48 hours. I think that was 92 hours, 96 hours, 124-hour leave. They had to do like a stay overnight, check you out, make sure you're okay, you know, because you were doing something weird. What were you doing that was weird? You ever heard of an Uma Thurman? Yeah. Look, I don't mind Uma Thurman, you know. I just think that she could have done a little better. Maybe she could have done like the whole hand. Like, what's more fierce? Let's look. Ready? Let's be honest. Here we go. What's more fierce? Or, right? I mean, I would have gone full hand. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't have like choreographer and Pulp Fiction wasn't like, hold on a minute, Travolta doing a great job. Uma, I like the thing you're going for when you're doing the old, but it looks a little like we want you to look fierce, you know, seriously. Like we're talking about the fact that your husband could kill Vincent Vega, like just squish him in his hands, you know, because your husband is the man. So what we're going to do is this. Marcellus Wallace, your husband, he let you go tonight with Vincent Vega, known pimp / playboy. He's got ideas with you tonight. Watch out, though. That's heroin in his pocket. It's not cocaine. You're going to put it on the table and be like, this is really good. Big problem. Sticks the needle in your friggin' heart. Yeah, that's how it goes. I'm telling you the future, Uma. But here's the thing. In this scene, what I want you to do is drop the stupid 2-finger thing where you're going like this. Oh, look at my eyes. Show him the face. Show him the face. Give him your tiger face. Ready? I want you to go. Can you do that? Like right now you're going. And you're giving him like, you know, kind of like you serious eyes where you get like the cat eye going thing. But I'm talking about where you may scratch your face when you do it. That's how seriously you're into this you are. Like, I want you to be like that. And then you're good, right? And then we have the best scene ever with Travolta. Travolta, I want you to do it back in reverse, but I want you to go backwards with your hands like this. And I want you to scratch her face. So she's going like this, scratching her face like this. And then you scratch her face too, but like this. Like that. So we're getting a double, actually 4 scratches on Uma's face. After we flip the camera around, we see her. She's got to go to the hospital immediately. Bandaged face. We're going to have plastic surgery. But we got the shot. Right, guys? You all ready, everybody? Okay, from 1. Ready? Let's see. Here we go. On 1. And action. Let's see it. That was perfect. That one right there, I think was absolutely perfect. Uma, cut. Let's move to the next scene. Oh, wait, hold on. She got cut, literally. Hold on. Do we have a medic? Uma's face is a complete mess right now. But that was the last scene, though, of the movie, right? Okay, good. No problem. Just send her off. Shit. Oh, that's right. No, that was the scene when right before she goes to get the needle in the chest. Let her face recover, okay? Give us 3 weeks. We'll do the rest of the shots. We'll come back to Uma's, normal-looking face, and then we'll stick a needle in her chest. When she wakes up from the needle in the chest, let's see if she'll go like this. Which maybe just 2 fingers for that one. Oh my goodness. We got another bit from that. I thought that was a one-timer. It wasn't a one-timer. We got a double-decker on that. Oh, last one here. Let's just get the 3 out of the way. This is really short. This could be the silliest of all. Who goes for the last note like that? What the freak was that? What do? You go for the... And then you did the freaking Vogue? How dare you do the Vogue at the end? You're going to do a Vogue? Nobody asked you for the Vogue. You show up, do a song, and then you go... like Uma Thurman, like mask situation. No, nobody wanted you to Vogue, okay, Madonna? You coming out there and you're like, Vogue, oh, your body gone with the moon. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that here. Renaissance Man Show, we do original music here. We don't Vogue it, okay? You get through a song, throw a pick, and then you're like, you did the hand under your chin? Who does a hand under the chin. I just can't figure it out. Sometimes I'm like, okay, wait a second. I'm going to go and see if I can hang out with this guy tonight. He does a hand under the chin. He's like, what's going on, Mark? No, I'm sorry. You didn't put your hand on the table and go like this. You can't hold your chin up? You can't hold your chin up? And be like, you got to hold the chin like this? Oh, I know. I have to just, hold the balance up my head. The weight. I can't deal with the weight of my chin. Jay Leno, check it out. Of course, you have a good time tonight. You guys coming have a very special guest tonight? Yeah, we have a good time. It's Jay Leno. That's not really Jay Leno. I've never really done Jay Leno. I'm just trying to remember what he sounded like. Anyway, you're got a Jay Leno chin? No. You should have worked out that neck. You didn't go to get some extra workouts? You do a few sit-ups. Biggity baggity boo. All of a sudden, you're looking better, you're feeling fit, and you can hold your chin up without having to do one of these, I'm just saying, that's a weird thing when you do like the I'm holding my chin up thing. Anyway, look, Vogue is not in, Oh, it's in Vogue. No, it's not freaking in Vogue. I just told you, you don't write a song and then be like, I'm in Vogue. No, I'm sorry. When you did the double hand situation, no. That was when I called it quits. I was like, I'm throwing in the freaking towel. Yeah. You don't do the double hand situation. Like you're like somehow I need to figure out how the photographer is going to crop my picture afterwards so I can get a really nice tight shot around it with the picture frame. That was weird when you did that. And you were singing Vogue when you took the picture? No. You're like banished. We don't know. Miyagi! Ah! That freaking fly, guys. He's like literally coming over here and he's just like, Stupid freaking wings. I'm going to rip off those wings like I did with all of his brothers and cousins and sisters. 374 of them, I think. I'm counting. I'm going to start counting. Miyagi-san! That was just a joke. I didn't see him that time as much. Like, I see him still flying by me, but that a couple times I almost have a shot at him. Like, I'm like, I think I may be able to get this friggin' Bruce Lee fly. No. He's playing games with me now. Kamikaze situation. Anyway, who's got the next song? What are we writing?
Wu-Tang. It's the only way we can get to a better future.
What's gonna be different this time?
Well, my brothers will.
All right, with this silliness over here, what are we talking about? Wu-Tang? They have a Wu-Tang thing? I don't watch TV, but that's good. I would watch that. I like Wu-Tang. I used to be like into Wu-Tang back in the day. You could probably tell because a lot of my content has got a hip-hop feel to it. I was into hip-hop before I was into real music. Talking about Wu-Tang, I didn't even know what real music was until my friend was like, you don't listen to real music, you're listening to like Tupac. I was like, Tupac's awesome, dude. What are you talking about? What are we talking about, right? And opened up my mind to real music. And thank goodness, because I started writing. And look what we do now. It's just the amount of content that's come out. We're already at 130 songs in this year. That's written. I always say, I've released 130 songs this year. No. I've written 130 songs and released them this year. It's not songs that I just was like, I wrote them. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I've got 300 songs. I could have just pulled that at any time. But like, I'm doing an album a month, 13 songs, and I got 300. I'm just going to keep cycling them in and just put out, for the next 18 months, I'll be able to put out albums that way. I haven't used any of the songs that are in my head that I wrote and that I was playing for years before. These are all live moments that we release. So I love this because when you go, and if you are a fan of the show and you come in here and you're here for these songwriting moments, when you listen to them in your car and you're like, oh my goodness, this is album 10 of 2021. This is Mark's October. Oh, album 8. This is Mark's August. This is what Mark did in August. This is what Mark did in July. This is what Mark did in April. This is all the way back, every month of the year, there is a reflection of what was going on in society that month and also where I was musically that month. And each month it's progressed into different genres. We've gone into all different types of genres. It's never been one thing. And we've gotten definitely into this new thing that I don't think has ever existed before. But when you write 130 songs in a year, and believe me, that's not all we've written this year. That's all that's been written and released this year. There's 15 or 20 on my phone that haven't been edited yet. And if you go back through the episodes, there's 35, 40, 50, 60 others that we just didn't pull, or maybe I forgot about because there's so much content on my phone I don't have any room. Like tonight we did an awesome intro. What am I going to do with that? I got to go do another 30 minutes on top of here? I got 2 hours of Three's Company I have to edit in. And now I'm thinking that I got to put in that game show thing because I mentioned we're going to watch the Game Show Network together. So that may be what we go and do right afterwards. It's just Cassandra and I were watching the Game Show Network, you know, and then that could be a funny secondary bit. And so that's what's going to make all these things tie together. That's what I love is like we can create movies out of everything. The only thing we need to figure out is to get people to see them and share it, and then want to come back and say, hey, you know what else you're going to create? Because I'm going to keep creating. I mean, I don't even know how many. I wonder if I could see that real quick. I'm pretty sure if I go in, it will tell me how many pieces of content there are. It usually says something like analytics. Let me see. How many pieces of content do I have here? You know, I don't know where to see that. But I got a lot of content, like a little bit too much, where nobody's ever going to see it. I said you'd have to binge for like a year to get through like most of the stuff. You don't even get through it all. You like a little bit. I like that. I think that would be like my only hope is that somebody one day likes the show enough, or a few editors like the show enough to go through and pull all the stuff that I never did. You know, there's so much stuff, guys. There is so much stuff I've missed. I was thinking about it while I was driving today. I've maybe released 4% of what we do. I've released 1,700 videos. I've released about 4% of the stuff. It's all there, but it's in 3-hour shows, 2-hour shows, 4-hour shows, 6-hour, 7-hour show, 3-hour show, 2-hour show. If you go through all of those shows and just pull, I take one little bit from every show because we got more coming the next night. But if literally someone just went into one show and just pulled and made 30-second clips or 2-minute clips out of things, you could do one show and have a month worth of content. And so one day, if we ever get to that point, I would probably hire people to do that, to go back and pull all the stuff that's inspirational, all the stuff that because I don't drop any of the inspirational stuff, but I wish I did. I wish I could. I can't. I have to sell real estate. I got to make a living. I told you the story about what happened the other day. It's a shame. You know, I worked really hard for someone. I did a lot of work for them. I shot photos for them. I literally sent them the photos, and then they used them to sell the house. And then they bought a really expensive house in a different state. Well, I could have helped them, even told too. Because I'm a New York agent. I was like, I'll drive anywhere. I'll drive anywhere. For my clients, I'll drive anywhere. And so finally ran into, I haven't seen him in a while because I knew what happened. I just, when things happen and you're just like, you don't even want to deal with it. It's in your face. You're just like, I don't even want to deal with it. And then finally they were it was like there. I was like, no way I can turn because it was a great, I was like, oh, so what happened? Did you, oh, I know, I sold it. And then I bought another. I was like, oh, okay. And then he goes, this is literally, he's like, I owe you. I was like, yeah, what could I do? I was like, well, I could have used those commissions. That's the whole point of this business. It's like, and this is the whole idea of when you're a nice person and when you do a lot for people, that's not always appreciated. Gratitude isn't there. And look, you guys are grateful for what I do here, but in general, there are people who aren't grateful for the fact that there's a guy who's shown up for 1,037 days in a row. You can't please everybody. You got to try to please yourself. You got to try to do things that make you feel good. And I don't think that when people do things negative to others, it makes them feel good. I think that's a momentary, and then they feel like crap afterwards and they have to do it again. And like, you're living in some cycle, man. You're living in some cycle. Because life is about generating new energy. It's about sharing positive thoughts, fresh ideas, and reaching for something that is beneficial for everybody, not just for one group, not just for one person, not for one individual, for one corporation, but for the global well-being. I think it's interesting that we're living in a time now where everybody's trusting that, all of a sudden these people care about us when they never have in the past. There's never been a time in the past where the people that run things care about the ones below. All of a sudden we're like, yeah, they care about us. They want us to be healthy. Do they? Like, what the freak? Well, you got 4 different huge publications saying don't go down a rabbit hole. Don't do your own research. Trust the science. Trust what you hear. Oof. Jeez, Goebbels much? It's, another thing I think is kind of interesting. Project Veritas broke the story that CNN is basically propaganda. We knew it. We've all known it. But we found out fully, like their executive guy, that they got him behind scenes eating, and he's like, yeah, we're all propaganda. We just, it's if it bleeds, it leads. That's what he said. That was his quote. And he said the next thing we're going to do is climate change. We're going to blitz everybody with climate change. He's like, that's the next thing CNN, we're going to, now that, Trumper's out, now it's going to be, the next big fear thing is climate change. And he said that. Now that was 4 months ago. Now look what's happening. Isn't it interesting that, how does the guy from CNN know that the next blitz is going to be on climate change? Unless CNN and the administration are in bed together. And they literally are talking about the game plan well ahead, where CNN knows, hey, the next thing we're doing after CV comes is to be like, whatever, it's still here. We got to keep people bugabooed, but now we got to get them scared with the next thing. And we got to try to put them on lockdown with the next thing. Climate change. It's inevitable. You think anything we're going to do is going to change anything? China's still China, and China will always be China. And we're at a very, at zero carbon. I mean, we got to a level where we were at the lowest, I think, in history with the previous administration. It was so bad. We were at the lowest carbon footprint in history as a nation. And why? That was the reason why the previous administration pulled out of the Paris Accord, because we were already doing our job to keep our carbon footprint down. The only thing that Paris Accord does is make you pay money if you go over your carbon footprint. You pay into the elites. The elites are the ones who collect that money. It's a tax. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. This is just a shill game. This entire existence is about them pushing us around and just filling up their friggin' pockets. They don't care about us. They don't give a crap about us. So don't be fooled and all of a sudden think that you're going to get a bugaboo and you're all of a sudden saved because they care about you. No, they want you to be beholden to that freaking bugaboo. So every 6 months, every 6 weeks, every 6 days, whatever it is, you need another one. And they really hope too some other thing goes down. Oh, look, 2 years down the road. And now we can treat that with, this is all to make us sicker, not to help us. And I'm starting to wonder if every single thing they've ever given us, sans the polio vaxaroo, which is something I think that was necessary. But all the others, I think by the time we came around, all those other, MMR, all those things, they're not around. So why would you do this if there's nothing here? It doesn't just come back because somebody doesn't have the bugaboo. It's not around right now, so no need to continue to bugaboo every child that's out there. But I think what they're trying to do is stop the longevity of life. These scientists knew that, look, people are going to start living to 130, 140, 150 because of what's going on. We need to GMO the friggin' food. We need to shoot them up with stuff, and we need to drop them down some years. It's a sad reality, but we are up against an evil that is patient. It's a patient evil. It will wait. It will bide its time in order to take us all down one by one. But you know what? We are a patient group of light. And as we grow and we build, they're going to get scared and they're going to become a little bit less patient and a little bit more nervous. Right now they're patient because they've continued to keep a net on the light. But soon, it's going to happen so quickly. We'll all say, oh my goodness, remember when? Just remember that. Because the only thing that can stop that from happening is just not showing up. It's funny. I talk sometimes with my wife about that, and she's like, you know, how many people are watching? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because I can't control anything but the content and the smile on my face. And those two things, the content and the smile on my face, just keep getting wider and better, and all the things in my life I see more opportunity and more optimism in the future of this world because of this show. I would see a depression, I would see a door closing and a light diminishing if I did not do what I do here every day. And it would start to eat me like my soul away, and I wouldn't understand myself anymore. I would start to be very confused. You know, when you're empathetic to the world and to energy, and you feel it all, you need a release. You need to figure out how to get it out of you before it takes over you. And that can be very overwhelming, you know. I think most people don't understand that life is not about living here. Life is about being able to tolerate this. There is no, you know, perfect existence. So I've got all the money in the world. I've got the best house in the world, the best family. There's always going to be something else. There's always something that's going to mess with you. Life isn't meant to be easy always, and every little thing is simple. There's something about it. And it may even be more about the challenge of life. Like we almost need a sense of being challenged in order to continue on. Because if we're not, we start to lose our interest, our motivation for showing up. You know, that's a terrible thing. The motivation to show up, the excitement to show up, that is living. That's the only thing you should do with your future thought when you're thinking about what a potential is. Only things that lift you up. Only a potential future, or not even thinking about the future, but just tomorrow I've got an appointment with a seller of a house, or tomorrow I got a job interview, and you think about the positives in that. Like, geez, I got that. That's my job interview. I get a chance to sit down with that seller and have a conversation about what I can bring to the table. You know, I never read Dr. Wayne Dyer, but he did say one thing that one of my old mentors used to say, and I loved it when I heard it the first time. He said, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. And I was like, wow, that is profound. Because everything you look at, you're taking a specific perspective, a specific, really, really, I'd say, defined and also very narrow perspective on that matter. And you don't have a chance to really, really understand it because we're very, very reactionary. And if you take a moment and you look at it from all sides, change the way you look at it, instead of being aggressive or offended or feeling like you're, you know, overwhelmed by something, step back, take a breath, and look at it from a different angle. Because when you do that, you'll start to understand it differently. And that's for all things in life. This isn't just about an item. This isn't about a relationship. This is about every single thing in life. Whenever you're being obtuse, you need to step back and say, let me take a look at this again. It's the only way. I think that's the only way to be confident that you made the right decision, the right move. It's easy to jump on something and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or I'm not going to do something because I didn't like the way it made me feel because of X, Y, or Z. Challenge yourself and Investigate why you didn't like it or why you did. Don't just go. When it comes to something that's your future, or look at it from all angles. Don't just dismiss something. Your opportunities are vast, but you have to have your mind wide open to the idea of an opportunity. You know how many times I was thinking about like little things. When I was working in real construction for my father, how many times I'd be in a house of people talking about real estate. Oh yeah, I have to buy a house, or I have to list this house later. I wasn't a realtor. I didn't even think about the idea of, oh, I could sell that for you. I could put that on the market for you and get you the most money. It wasn't even a thought. I was building homes, renovating homes. I wasn't looking at it from a different perspective. Years ago, my brother-in-law's stepson or son was saying he was buying a Bitcoin. He wanted to buy Bitcoin. He was like 14, 13. Oh, this is going to be the biggest thing. I want to buy Bitcoin. I think he bought 2 or 3 of them. This is like way back. He probably paid like $200 each. $200 each, you know? And it's, so when that happens, it's kind of crazy. You know, you start thinking about how, you had an opportunity, you just didn't see it. I could have taken $200 back then and just bought 1 Bitcoin. Be like, look, he thinks there's something cool here. I just throw him and buy a Bitcoin real quick, you know? Would have forgotten about it, and then today I'd be like, whoa, geez, that multiplied how many times? I don't know how that would have worked, but if you bought it for $200 back then and now it's worth $60,000, it's not just worth $60,000. That thing has gone up percentages, and so it's probably worth like a crap load of money if you'd invested. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure he's doing well, and because he was smart enough to try and give something a shot. And you have to do that. You got to go after everything. So when someone says, oh, you should do match game. We freaking did match game. We did Press Your Luck. We're chatting and we're joking. I said, with Three's Company, I'm going to do a freaking really awkward thing where I'm like, you know, sitting next to couples and like chatting them up and like, do you mind if I sit? Is it okay? No, I don't have anybody with me. I'm just hanging out. You know, that's cool. It's a beautiful night, right? You know, like, it's just a silly concept. I love it. Supermark, Batmark, you know, Dystopia 2021. There's so many different comedy shows here. It's insane. There's no way for us to go through and say there's one style. There's no style. I definitely have a specific style of being silly, but in general, every bit is silly and it will make you laugh. Question is, should we keep going with comedy? We've been on for a good 2 hours. I think we're going to have to wrap up the show here. We may end with a piece of music. But let me just see something real quick. I may put something else on for you. Dr. Weasel Fouch. When you got a Dr. Weasel Fouch situation. Hold on a minute. Guys, the crypto coin of the future, beep beep poo poo. It's part of my NFT. Go check it out. That is going to be some hot stuff right there. You know what? I'm going to play this because this one right here, I released this today. And this song, everybody said they really liked it. Not a lot of people, I don't think how many people saw it, but the people that did, Pamela was one of them, said that it was really powerful. The lyrics are really powerful. They're on the bottom of the screen here. This is called
The End's
All Against One. Yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get this car washed real quick. Check it out, yeah, the car wash. Got my BMW, I'm getting down with you. Gonna get myself a stew, gonna eat it, then I'm gonna go down to the crib. Yeah, I'm talking about I gotta pull out my rib like Adam in the sands. Every Sam with the band, damn the lamb. What are you talking about? Thursday night, playing songs all night long. I can't get tired of that. No, always I knew
song the world's never heard before. Coming up with it in the moment, yeah. 'Cause this moment is plentiful, yeah. It's filled with life if you can connect with it. Somewhere hanging out every night. It's what we do for the last 1,032 days in a row. I've been here for the world, hoping to get some more of this angry, confused people to show up and find that there's a place that they can let free and let their worries go. All they gotta do is show, 'cause I'll be here. I'll be here with you every night, whenever I can, to bring some light, bring some smiles to the world, and try to find some myself. 'Cause boy, it is sure dark outside. 'Cause you ain't getting no light from them strangers walking by. No, you can't question why in 2021. And if you do, they'll put you in a room of one. No one will ever hear from you again. You're like the Spanish prisoner. Yeah, you got it, you thought they cared, but they didn't. It was all against one, and then you're left with a bag. Oh, there's no coming back from this some crazy world they're building. No, there's no way we can stand here and let it come to pass. So get off your head, you know what I was about to say. 'Cause the rhymes come to you like they come to me. And if we get there together, we'll be much better. I swear it, so we have to be clever. 'Cause they are as smart as they can be. And when they're not, they telegraph their moves. Yeah, we're here, we see it all. And no one can stop the evil that's grown. Oh, but we're trying to row upstream. Do you know what I mean? It's all against one. Oh, it's all against one. Against the tyranny that's right below the surface, and we can't stop what's going on, so we have to start our own thing. Bring the light, bring the love, bring the hugs, 'cause we can't even do that with the way it's gone. It's all against one. Oh, it's all against one. Barely get by. So if I have to run, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna hide. You will not find me now. Gonna run, gonna hide. 'Cause
'cause it is getting real. It's all against one. Oh, it's all against one. You need to be hard as steel when they come through the door. Stand your ground. Yes, you're home no matter what they say. Try to take it away. I'm gonna fight you tooth and nail. I'm gonna fight until I'm no more. Oh, I don't care if I gotta go down in a blaze of glory. I'm gonna bring it all. And you better be ready. You better be ready. We're going to war. Like an Antelope, because my friend asked me to write a song called Run Like an Antelope. When I hear titles, that it gives me an idea of a start for music. And when he said that, I heard, okay, well, this is Running Like an Antelope. It's not going to be like, you know, I'm not going to be like sitting on the sideline going like, run like an antelope. No, that's not a Run Like an Antelope situation. That is actually a pretty cool idea for a song. Let's roll with it. Hold on. And so you see how I write music right there. I love doing Tarantino moments so you see how the songs become. I was joking. I picked up the guitar and I was like, oh, you know, I don't want to do it now because it's 1 a.m. and if I do, we're going to write a song and then I'm going to wake up the kids and that's not good. But I'm tempted because I like playing. We didn't play it tonight. We played a lot of comedy. But it's 2 hours and 13 minutes into the show. I still have to get a piece of content together for you guys for tomorrow. I will get something. I got lots of stuff on my phone. I wanted to get a piece of music ready for you, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So it'll be comedy tomorrow. Lots of comedy. I got so many different pieces for you. Plus, we still have Batmark and Supermark. Woo! We get a lot of stuff, guys. We have more BB Poo Poo, Pee Pee Poo Poo. We're getting Pee Pee Poo Poo tomorrow. I'm doing a Pee Pee Poo Poo tomorrow night. As we're doing 9 p.m. Don't miss it, guys. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're doing a Pee Pee Poo Poo coin. You better get it. We're NFTing it. If you guys have not yet, you can get your first Renaissance Man NFT. It's called NFT Renaissance, and it's on OpenSea. I just put 5 NFT tokens. Basically what it is 5 pieces of my artwork, and you can buy a piece of the artwork now and own it when it all sells out, because it's going to all sell out, guys. BB Poo Poo. They only have a limited supply of BB Poo Poo. You're getting the one. You're the guy. You got a BB Poo Poo token. You got an NFT, BB Poo Poo style. I'm proud of you, because when you did it, you know what I mean? Now people are like, oh, I want it. And then it went up in price and you were like, I can't, now I want to keep it, but I can make a couple $1 million off of my BB Poo Poo. You know, when you don't use your ability to make a couple mil on a BB Poo Poo, that's on you. You know, I gave you the chance. I let you know it was going down before it happened. And of course, you know, you were just like, whatever about it. You know, you can only do so much, you know, you can only tell people, you can only lead them to water, right? You know what I mean? But it's on you guys to actually drink the freaking water when I bring you to it. It's good water, you know. I'm going to show you one more time what we got going on over here, because we're talking about a NFT situation, and I figured out how to give us the actual main page. Check this out. This is my NFT page, guys. NFT Renaissance. There are 5 items so far, and you see them right here. You got the only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never give up. That one's freaking fire. I think there's only 300 of those. So that's why it's more expensive, because that one's going to be extremely rare. Then you've got a smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. Hammer Jammer, the movie? Oh. And then, of course, Hammerlin Jamison auditions for Supermark. That one you want because that freaking audition was ridiculously hilarious. That will go down in history as one of the best, worst auditions of history for Supermark. And then, of course, the very first NFT ever created by NFT Renaissance is BB Poo Poo. And as you see on the top, it says it's right there, very clear. Put it all on BB Poo Poo on 22. Elon Musk. And then, of course, Zuckerchooch even got one at the bottom, too. The altcoin of the future, Mark Zuckerchooch. So what I learned about this is an opportunity. If you, just for example, it says whatever, 0.03 Ethereum. You buy it for 0.03 Ethereum, and then all of a sudden there's no more. Then they go up in value, and then all of a sudden it's worth a lot. And you're like, I made money for just supporting the show and getting a piece of artwork at the same time. I'm going to do something, and I want to see what your thoughts are about this. I'm going to make another 1 or 2 or 5 that are really cheap, like $15 if I could do it. I don't know if it's possible, like 15 or 20 bucks. Do you think that that is a reasonable price where you may say, as somebody who supports the show, you know what? I like supporting the show, and I also get a piece of artwork. It's going to probably be a lot more minted. I think that's how it has to work. Like if you're going to do it for cheaper, it's because it's not as rare, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. But if we did that, and not only are you, whenever you feel like someone like Sig, for example, he's always donating to the show. Instead of donating to the show like that and putting it into a thing where YouTube takes 32%, every time and I love that you guys donate when you donate here on YouTube, but when you do, YouTube takes 32% of that money. So for every $1 they take, I get 60, I think it's 38% actually. I get 62 cents. Where, Patreon, it's almost, I think at 95% or 90% goes right to the artist. This other way, if you go and buy an NFT from the Renaissance Man page and say, look, I supported the show, I bought an NFT. Now what you've done is you own a piece of artwork that can go up in value. You've supported the show. Win, 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 right? I don't know. I'm starting to think it's not a bad idea. I should NFT my dead flies, put them on a sticky note and sign it. It's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. I am trying to figure out how to NFT some of my songs. How about that? If we put up something like We Are the Sun and I made 1,000 copies of it, or 1,300 copies. 13 is my number, so it's probably 1,300 copies. And you own a copy of We Are the Sun, and that song is going up in value. Like I'm thinking about it because it has to be under a certain amount of megabytes. I can't do like every time I try to upload like video, it doesn't work. But I think if I do songs and I cut them down in size, I can offer my songs as NFTs. And then when the songs, if they do chart one day, and this is a great example. You take a song like We Are the Sun, you buy an NFT of it, and one day We Are the Sun is a really beautiful song. It becomes popular. The world hears it. And now it's all over the radio. And you own a copy of We Are the Sun NFT version. You are now rich. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So the bottom line is check into it. Let me know what you think of it, and I'm going to keep adding stuff. If you go back through my show and you're like, hey, I loved the Supermark artwork or whatever, I'll make an NFT of it. I think I have to go back and do like the Sleep Sofa stuff. I think this stuff's worth doing an NFT of. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show it to you tomorrow if I can't find it. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to very quickly. Let's see. Dropbox in it. No, it's not there. I think it's over here in the uploads. Okay, here we go. So this, for example, would be a good one to... No, it's not there either. I'll have to find it and show it to you tomorrow. But I got a bunch of things we did with the Sleepy Poo that would be really funny to see as an NFT. Where did those go? That's weird. I hid them. Oh, maybe it's in here. Nope. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But if I could, for example, put something like this. Let me see if this is it. If I could, for example, put something like this up as an NFT. No? No audio? What are we doing here? No audio? That's weird. All right, well, if I put something like that without audio up, maybe somebody will want to buy it. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not working. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm going to find some things for you. I really wanted to find that, though, and show it to you because I think it was kind of silly. I think we did some good stuff there. Let's see. Let me throw something on very quickly. This right here is a good way for us to wind down at the end of the night. Check this out. Why isn't the audio working at all? Was it doing this earlier too? It's really weird. Alright, so let's just play the YouTube version. That one should work still. This is a song I wrote. It's on the last album, album 9. And it's beautiful. It's called Just Can't Sleep Tonight. And I want to play it for you. Is this thing playing right now? Like you're still looking at it? No. Let me see. Just Can't Sleep Tonight. Let me see if I can put that on. It's a beauty. And it's on album 9. Again, just type my name in on any music platform. iTunes, you could, Spotify, you can listen for free. And share the music. All right, this right here. Another one that we wrote. We wrote about 8 songs live in one night on Bigo, which I haven't been on Bigo in a while. I got to get back on there. I may do it to talk about OpenSea tomorrow. But the NFTs.
Free gas hack.
Here we go. Check this out.
What's good? It's your boy Benny Knows.
What up, Benny?
Go to the gas station. Pay with credit.
We grow up too quick. We miss out on all of the great stuff. Why do you tune in? Why do you tune in? Yeah, when you know it brings you down. You just can't sleep tonight. You just can't sleep tonight. So why do we listen? So why do we pretend that they really care about us? Yeah, they want to live without us. Yeah, they want to push us out the door, and we've got no place to go. Ready to rebel. Yeah. Oh, you just can't sleep tonight. Night. Oh, you just can't sleep tonight. You just can't sleep tonight. You just can't sleep tonight. So I'll show up with you. We'll get together every single day. We can join me. cannot get by unless you think about them, yeah. Maybe I'll catch that thing they've been talking about 24/7 for 365, maybe more. Yeah, I don't know, but I've been safe for now. I'm gonna try to stay away. So hope I'm okay. No matter if you had that J&J, you could still get the CD anyway. Oh, you just can't sleep tonight. You just can't sleep tonight. Why do we tune in? Tune into all the lies. Yeah, you got to shut it down. You got to shut them down. Shut them down. Yeah, you shut them down. No, you just can't sleep tonight. I don't want to spend time with someone who's going to bring me to the floor. No, I want to be with someone that can lift me up to the sky. Yeah, you just can't sleep tonight. Whoa, you just can't sleep tonight. And tomorrow night, you just can't sleep tonight. You just can't sleep tonight.
Just can't
Hey,
sleep tonight.
you need to hear this. Did you know?
I don't know. So let's see. I'm going to check really quick and see if you guys responded to any of the silliness I was talking about. What's an ASMR video? ASMR. Asthma. I could do an asthma. Juniper says I could do an asthma. Whatever that is, we're going to do it. We're doing an asthma. You know, when you're doing an asthma situation, like it gets like into your head. And then you're just like, oh, I got an asthma. Don't do asthma unless you're really feeling it. You know, that's what I've been told. Like, you got to be all in if you're going to do an asthma. And if you aren't all in, just don't even start it, you know? Just don't even start it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so it must not be anything good because Rob said, please don't. ASMR is like this genre. I wouldn't be opposed to doing whatever. I'm thinking we need to get some interviews going on this piece. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have anybody you want to see on the show, shoot them a note and ask them this. Just say this simply. Do you want to come on for 5 to 10 minutes and have a chat? That's it. We don't need, we're not going to ask someone to spend too much time here. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just quick chat, say hello. And if they choose to stay a little bit longer, then basically just kick back. You know what I mean? But I want to start doing that 5 quick 10-minute chats, ask someone for 9 to 10 minutes just to quickly go over a quick topic, because I realize nobody wants to come on for 2 hours. I'm the only idiot who wants to do a 2-hour show. They want to come on, have a quick conversation. Even when Ryan came on a few weeks back, he came on for 20 minutes. Nobody wants to spend too much time chatting about their topic. They just want to get in and get out. So if we leave it as simple as possible, for example, we were talking the other day about Dutchness. So he's got is it Dutchness? No, is it Florida Maki? He's got a new music channel. Sig says that it's him years ago playing, but I don't know if that's true or not. But that dude he's got a huge following. He plays guitar. He needs a beat seat. He seems to be a positivity guy. He seems to also like the Trumper. He seems to also support the same agenda we do. He seems like he could really really get into the content we have here. So you guys watch him, start blitzing him with comments and say, hey, we love your show. And there's a show that would be great. Love to have you on for 5 minutes. Would you come on for 5 minutes? A new instrument that's never been heard before. You play guitar. It's 4 guitar players. It's the perfect seat. 4 guitar players every single night. It's live. You can hear it in action. And the host wants to write a song for you for Florida Maki. I'll write Florida Maki a song. You kidding me? We'll write him a sick song. So I don't know if it will be sick. I'll try. But the important thing is we need to start connecting like we've done with Wage, with other creators, because, and my intention is this. As we continue forward, and one day we are sitting somewhere with a group of followers that other people are hoping will tune into their program, this is what it's about. That's why I always say to you guys, I try to remind as often as possible, like, please go and subscribe to Wage's World. Please go subscribe to EMA, Emergency Management Associates, my brother Ron. Please subscribe to Christine Seidman. Please subscribe to anybody who has a channel here. Let me know, and I will always do my best to, if I can remember. We're always in the middle of doing something that's about something different. We're not really talking about that. We're here investing in positivity. But when I do remember, I want to remind you guys that every creator out there is important. And, go and subscribe to Rip Curl, Trinity, Marfugal News. People out there that are showing up and doing the work, and sharing the messages with the world, Those are the people we need to reach out to and bring them in. I heard today Aaron Rodgers is like a huge movie buff. He loves movies. He just, for a year, grew his hair out to do John Wick. Maybe I should do a John Wick comedy and see if we can get it to him. So I was like, how cool would it be to get Aaron Rodgers on for 5 minutes? He likes movies. He probably likes comedy. He probably loves music. These are the people we have to start getting to recognize the show. Because if someone like Aaron Rodgers is like, oh my goodness, I heard this song, or I saw this piece of comedy tweeted out, he's on the show for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like, we got to start thinking big here. It's not like we're going to I'll have a conversation with anybody. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to be, I was starstruck for a moment with Ed Asner. I think I'm over that now, but who knows? The point is, we have to start reaching and we have to go big, because this show is going big every day. So if we're going to go for guests, we go big. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'll start making calls. You want to make a few calls, you want to try to line somebody up, you want to email them, send a comment and say that we'd love to have them on over here for 5 minutes, for 9 minutes. I think people will be open to that. We just don't want to say, hey, come on for a few hours. No one's going to want to do that. Just say, hey, how about 10 minutes? Talk about positivity. See if we can connect for a few minutes, So these are just the things I believe are important for ourselves, for our souls going forward. I'm going to play you one final song. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I have to remember what it's called. It's such a beauty. I'm going to have to go back and look for it real quick. All right, let's do it this way. It's 3 albums ago. So it's probably 8 pages back. Let's see. Is this it? No, they shut you down as fire. Oof. So many great songs here that you could just go for days and have a ball. Don't You Cross My Yard. Wicked Games. What? Where are you? You're right around here. I know it. I can feel it. I think I released it right around here. It is called, I'm looking for it. Oh, no. There it is. I'm on my way. It's interesting how when we talk about things, they kind of tie into the songs we play. Check this out. Give it a like, give it a share.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work.
instant.
I've been chasing my tail. I've been wasting my energy. I've been tasting life. Cut it out with a knife. No more patience, no more waiting for time to come. Now I'm going. I'm going. No slowing. No, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. No stopping me. No more kindness in the world. Only hatred. Only deceit. But I'm not sitting back. I'm not listening. No, I'm just leading with my heart and leading with my voice. You got that choice. You can do what you want, what you please. No more waiting. No more waiting. No more waiting. No, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. No more waiting. No more waiting, fam. It's time to take this thing.
Wu-Tang. It's the only way we can get to a better
Wu-Tanging
future.
it. Wu-Tanging it. It is time to take this out of the friggin' atmosphere. Who's up for it? I'll call freaking Aaron Rodgers myself. Let's do it. Aaron. What's up? Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. Yeah, I know. You're a huge fan. Look, you're decent. Whatever. Your arm's all right. I wanted to see, though, you down with like a 5-minute chat? maybe at 9, we just chat it out, We're going to talk about football. We're going to talk about a slant pattern. We're going to talk about you playing guitar with Cheyenne. What's her name? No, I can't say that. Cheyenne? Cheyenne? Can we say Shania? Can I just do it like just when we're on the phone together? Hey, look, how's Shania Twain doing? Look, I just wanted you to know I'm also a big fan, okay? But it would be pretty cool if you got a beat seat. It's the drum you play with your hands and feet. I hear you play guitar. How annoying is it, right? Like you go to play your guitar and you're like, oh, I'm going to take a seat on my freaking couch. Yeah, then you're like, how do you hold the guitar? And you're like sitting back. It's weird, right? Yeah. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe I'll grab that guitar stool that I bought from the guitar store for $150. And you sit on it, right? And it's crap. Your feet don't touch the ground. I know you're tall, so probably sort of do. Yeah, you're massive. Okay, whatever, dude. The point is, the beat seat was designed so you don't have to, like, do anything weird. It's designed to sit perfectly. Yeah, I'll build you one, dude. That's what I'm talking about. We'll do a jammeroo. You want to come down? Renaissance Man Studio? Joanne, Aaron Rodgers, what do you think? You want to... We may have to have you vacate. I'm not sure if he wants to hear you friggin' wheeze for the entire interview. I'm just saying, Aaron, Joanne wheezing is not par for the course when we're in the middle of a nice chat about, that hook pattern. I'm talking about doing a flag. I'm flagging it out to the right end, back corner of the end zone. Just lead me. You throw it over my shoulder. I'm doing a Plaxico Burress. Maybe even a friggin' Odell Beckham Jr. one-handing it. Look, Aaron, we won the Super Bowl together. You thought that you were coming on just to chat. You got a friggin' wide receiver. Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm doing now. It's like I'm going to try out for the Green Bay Packers next year. I hear you guys are looking for a new wide receiver. I'm a wide out. I'm going to go for that friggin' flag in the corner. Yeah. No. Ask Shania if she'll come out and watch and cheer you on when you throw me that touchdown pass. Cheyenne? Whatever the frig. You know what I'm saying. I can't say it. That's an English word I don't understand. I'm trying. I'm really trying over here. But look, I want you to understand something, okay? When you play that guitar and you don't have a friggin' beat seat, what are we doing? You're there throwing a friggin' ball? You don't got a friggin' beat seat? You play guitar? You got money, dude. Just order one. I'll build you one for free. But I mean, what are we doing? 9 minutes of fun here on Renaissance Man Show, talking about your future. Come on, I mean, you need it more than I do, right? Look, well, you need the viewers. We'll have the Renaissance Man fam, they'll follow you. They're going to subscribe to your channel. I know you need it. You're looking for followers and viewers. We'll hook you up. You got it. Yeah. If you want to come down, Joanne, I'll ask her to leave to waddle down out of there with the friggin' heart situation she's got going on. Because I know you want to have her seat. You want to have the prime seat for the Renaissance Man Show. You want to be here, right? When Shanine comes in and she wants to hang with you. And you're like, Shanine, just go chill it over there while I do the interview. Yeah. No, that's cool. Look, I know. I hear you saying it. I just don't freaking know how to do it. So look, I did want you to understand something. This show will be here every freaking night. So whenever you choose to take that 5 minutes out of your day and join me, I plug you in and I bring you in. Right now, you're not letting me bring you into the show. Like, that's kind of rude. They're here. They're like, why isn't he letting? I want him to speak. And I can't, I know it's against the rules. It's illegal. I don't want to be held liable. I understand. So, but when you give the okay, you come in for that $5. We chat it out. Shenanganing. She's going to come and hang out with us too. We're going to go out and grab a little bite to eat afterwards. No masks. All right. We're just sitting across 6 feet away. No freaking masks. And if Shenanganing comes down and she doesn't like what we're doing, she can go hang out with Joanne. Yeah. No, exactly. You tell her. You let her know right up front. We go Renaissance Man style. You don't like it? You go take a freaking walk. Joanne situation. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Darren. Listen, you gave me more than $5 right now, so you're awesome. Go Pack, right? Go Pack. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah, hey, look, you looked awesome as John Wick, by the way. I was a huge fan of John Wick. Yeah, you do a little Keanu Reeves myself. That's not a good one, but I've done him many times before. Am I Keanu? I am Keanu. There you go. When you do Keanu Reeves like that, you're like, whoa, it is Keanu Reeves. Like, what are we talking, right, Aaron? I know you thought I was Keanu for a minute. Look, I was John Wick. John Wick. Yeah, freaking John Wick over here. Yeah, that's what we were doing. That's right. No, that's cool, dude. Appreciate you. Look, I'm going to cut this out. We're going to freaking tag the hell out of you. Let's see if you remember. You shouldn't have had all those drinks tonight. You're like, I had that conversation? I don't remember that one. I do. We all do. We were here for it. Yeah, you can't block this one out, buddy. Blacking out this one. I had a blackout. No, you didn't. Renaissance Man, it was all taped. It's all on freaking camera. Yeah, we got you, dude. Sorry. Yeah, no, I appreciate you. Have a good night. All right, take care. Guys, he said he's a huge fan. How about that? Right? Can't go wrong when you got a huge fan, right, out of Aaron Rodgers. I love it. Oh. You're trying to do a flipperoo, clicking the wrong buttons. You got an Aaron Rodgers calling in, when Aaron Rodgers calls into the Renaissance Man show to show his appreciation for the beat seat, for the positivity, for the songs, for the comedy. Just a nice little pat on the back right there. Right? You know what I mean? Just a little pat on the back there. That's what you need, is a pat on the back from Keanu Reeves. What? Did I do that? Did I? I'm not sure. I don't know. Why does Keanu talk like this in every film? What? I'm Neo. Are you freaking Neo? Trinity, come here. We're going to go and kiss after we pull ourselves out of the freaking Matrix. That's not good. Like, it goes from In-N-Out, In-N-Out Burger. You get an In-N-Out Burger situation when you're doing Keanu Reeves, Mark. You can't do a good job in the Keanu, I guess. Bill Preston Esquire. And Ted Theodore Logan. Ugh. Goodness, fam and friends. Are we really at 2 hours and 48 minutes on a Tuesday? What the freak are we doing here? Oh my goodness, fam and friends. Did we do it again? Did we do it all over again? Did we get a call on from Aaron Rodgers? Huge fan. Huge fan. He said he watches every night. He's a lurker. Friggin' lurking. Right? Aaron Rodgers, a lurker. Yeah, no, Joanne, he's a lurker. He's there. He's like, no, I've been watching every night, Mark. You can't freaking retweet once? Not a single retweet? From Aaron Rodgers 12? Right? What are we doing over here? You come down, Renaissance Man, huge fan, hanging out in the chat. You can't freaking do a retweet? Says a lot about you, dude. I think tomorrow you better retweet the hell out of this show after you let us know that you've been watching and you've been lurking. You've been doing a lurkaroo. You do a lurkaroo instead of dropping it out to the world? Oh, look, I've been watching. I don't want to share it with the world that needs peace, positivity, love, prosperity, happiness. We don't need to share that. I'm a quarterback. I'm doing that flag pattern for you. I won't catch the ball. I'll let it drop. No Super Bowl. You better. You give that respect tomorrow. You share that. And sharing it everywhere. I got it on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm doing it all. On Aaron Rodgers. He was throwing it. You threw a pass with that freaking Renaissance Man show. You're like, oh, go long. You hit someone in the corner. Look, Renaissance Man, completion, corner, we win. You can't do that? You can't do a completion over the corner? I hit the guy this way. He was like, you can't do like a play action where you're like, and then I'm going to pass it. What are we doing? Pump fake? And then you hit the guy in the corner like that? One of those? Renaissance Man. I'll keep showing up anyway. All right, I'll keep showing up anyway, okay, Aaron? You just hang out. You just keep watching. You keep lurking. We're fine with the lurking, all right? Just don't be afraid to share, Aaron. You can tell Shaning, that she can share too. She's got a little bit of a following, right? Just tell her, look. Shisha Shasha, maybe you should share the Renaissance Man show too. You know, let people know about it. You were great in the Divergent movies. Why don't you share it? Oh, look, Divergent fans. There's a new show called Renaissance Man Show. Your loving friend, Shuki Luki. I think that's how it's pronounced. So, fam and friends. Amber, my friend, Bradley, Christine, Rob, Greta, Jacqueline Juniper, Kathleen, Kibo, Margaret, MJ, Pamela, and S-Coop. And if I missed anybody else, I don't think I did. Tomorrow, we do it all over again. So, until then, fam and friends, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away. You got to go away. See you tomorrow, fam. Have a great night.